this season. There's the 0-1 from the right-hander, pitch fouled off. Right side, 0-2.
And I thought it was fascinating. Dan Schulman said, and I hadn't thought of that, Springer's having such a great year that he will get some votes for MVP. Doesn't expect him to win, but this team goes as George Springer does. And that's really the truth here.
Danny's right on the money on that. He'll be a top 5 guaranteed. Here's the 0-2 from Cam. Big Cam deals. A right-hander, pitch outside, 1-2. Springer, Barger, and Guerrero for the Blue Jays. Front running in the American League East, up 3 on the Yankees, 3.5 on Boston. 1-2 from Schlittler. Breaking ball swing on it. A foul off of Rice, goes up the first baseline foul. How about this? Give you an idea how well things are going for Toronto at 81-59. They are combined 14-6 against the Yankees and the Red Sox. The two teams chasing them in the division.
Very different stories for the Yankees. Losing records to both those teams.
Here comes a 1-2. Infield straight up, so's the outfield. Here's pitch. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. Boy, did Springer do damage against the Yankees up in Toronto. And in the first meeting was here in April. The Yankees won 2 out of 3. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Pitch chopped foul. Boy, making them work. Third base side. But R stays in Toronto, not good. Swept in 4 games starting on June 30 and then July 23, 20, 21, 22, 23. They won 2 out of 3. Here's the 2-2 from Cam and the pitch. And a swing, and might have got his hand, but he fouled it off. Looked like the knob of the bat. Fouled it off first base side.
And every time Don Mattingly is in this park, the bleacher creatures end up their roll call with Donnie Baseball.
As well they should.
Respect for this man who gave so much to this organization. Still so beloved here.
Bleacher creatures, man, they are filled out there. 2-2 from Cam. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He wins that battle. That was a 3, 7, 8 pitch at bat. 1 down.
And I was telling some of the guys in the clubhouse, the Toronto clubhouse, about that curveball, and there it was. That curve that is almost like a javelin as it picks up speed and goes into the ground.
There's Addison Barger. He is making a name for himself. 251, 19 homers, 65 runs batted in. Left-hand hitter, first pitch off the glove of Rice to the backstop. And ball 1.
By the way, that first strikeout of the game presented by Weichert Realtors. Don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one at Weichert.com. Barger did a lot of damage against the Yankees.
And remember, we were saying, we'd seen the name, and then we see him up close and personal. Who is this guy? Well, he can play. And he's a good outfielder, and he can play infield.
Play third and first.
1-0. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss. Pretty good fastball. So 1-1. Schlittler to Barger with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck. Couple of really good offensive lineups here. Toronto and the Yankees. 1-1 pitch. Fastball outside. 2-1.
And it's really interesting that both the Yankees and Toronto the bullpens have just been, to say inconsistent is the nicest word I can think of. Blue Jays have the worst ERA in baseball in the bullpen since the middle of July.
2-1, swing and a miss. Pretty good fastball there. 2-2. It's amazing. It's happened concurrently. I mean, the two top teams in the division, and they're scuffling big time.
And it's the guys they got. The guys they got at the break. And that was, by the way, that was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball that he just swung through.
He's got some weapons. Mr. Schlittler. 2-2. Left-hand hitting Barger, and pitch fouled off left side. His pitch count's getting built up with all these foul balls.
Well, that's what they do. This is what good hitting teams will do. And he's already thrown 13 pitches, and there's only 1 out.
Yankees lead baseball in runs, home runs, and OPS. Here's pitch. Swung on a miss. Good breaking ball down and in. Boy, just overmatched him with that pitch. Absolutely nasty. Couple of strikeouts to start this ball game.
All right, so if he's got both the cutter and the curveball going, this could be a long night for the Blue Jays batters.
Here's the always dangerous Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he's picked it up since we saw him last. He's hitting at 293, 22 homers, 77 runs batted in. Powerful right-hand hitter. He can hit it from pole to pole as he rips one in the 6-hole into left field for a base hit. Pitch was a little bit up, and it was right to his liking. He barreled it. So a 2-out base runner here for The Blue Jays going to bring up Bo Bichette, who's swinging a hot bat as well.
And he turned around. That was 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Just turned it around, just easy as pie. Didn't try and do too much. Just get on base.
Talking a quality hitter right there. Here's Bichette, leads the big leagues with 177 hits, 51 multi-hit games, doubles, and hard-hit balls. 239. What a year for him. Here's the first pitch. Fastball on the corner.
Another free agent to be will be Bo Bichette.
2 out, 1 on here, top of the first.
Talk about those hits. He leads baseball with 177 hits. All of baseball.
Here comes the 0-1. Infield straight up. Here's pitch. Breaking ball, swing on, hit down the right field line, and it's slicing foul into the lower bowl. 0-2. Toronto's offensive profile, 4th in runs, 1st in batting average, 10th in home runs. Runners in scoring position, number 1 in the major leagues at 288. 2 strikes, 0-2 count here. To Bichette. Cam Deals pitched in on his fist, and he fouled it back.
He got that up to 100. You always have to. I always look up because it doesn't look like he's throwing that hard. It's so easy for him.
What I like about the hundo, that he knows what he's doing with it. He can place it. Good command. McMahon playing deep at third. 0-2 pitch to Bichette. Breaking ball. Dribbled right at home plate. Might have got a piece of Rice. And on the backswing, Bo might have hit him. He apologizes. Another foul ball.
Did indeed. Let's see where it hits him.
Oh, on the left elbow. He got Kim on the left elbow and a long follow through. Nothing vicious about it. It's just baseball.
Yeah, no, he grabbed his left elbow immediately, and then Bo put his hand on his shoulder, like, sorry.
Here comes the 0-2. Schlittler trying to put him away here. Pitch count's starting to mount up. This will be pitch number 20. Righty on righty here. And Big Cam set. The pitch. Swing on it and hit foul. Another fastball. Way late on it.
Yeah, and that just all shows you that's 100 miles an hour. And he still make contact with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Well,
not exactly where he wants to put it. He is so precise with that 191. That one a little middle and up.
Big Cam comes set at the belt. Works on that first base side of the rubber. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes the Bichette. Fast, make that a breaking ball down low. Boy, he's got good movement on that pitch. Came out of his hand, kind of hot, and then took a left turn. 1-2 to Bichette. 307, 18 homers, 91 runs batted in. Up on that front left foot. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Missed outside with a fastball. 2-2.
That's that fastball that's at the bottom of the zone, that sinking fastball. That also was listed as 100. We've got those two, one's at the top, one's at the bottom of the zone.
Last time Cam faced these guys was July 22nd. A no decision at Toronto. There's a breaking ball, swung on, a hit down the left field line, a broken bat, base hit. Chasing it down is Bellinger. Guerrero coming to third, getting a wave on, touches third. Here he comes. Here's a throw by Caballero. Might have a shot. Head first dive. He's in there safely as the ball gets in and out of the glove of Rice. So a double, a run-scoring double by Bo Bichette. Toronto has a 1-0 lead here in the first.
And what they're doing so far, because the precision of where he's throwing that ball isn't actually precise. That was a breaking ball, but it was middle out, and he really could turn on that beautifully. But what this team do, the Yankees do this too, but this is what Toronto does. They will keep fouling off pitches that might be strikes, may not be strikes, but they don't want to take a chance. Meanwhile, his pitch count is going up and up and up here.
So 1-0 lead here for the Blue Jays, and Vladimir Guerrero, that's the fastest I've ever seen him run. Good example of the weight that he's lost in the training he's put in. Here's Dalton Varsho, left-hand hitter, swings and misses. Strike one. Varsho, it's the first time we're seeing him this season. Sitting at 239, 18 homers, and 46 runs batted in. And he's on a nice run here.
And it was some belly flop that Vlad made.
0-1, line drive left field, right to Bellinger. Bo Bichette will get the big stop sign from Carlos Febles, third base coach, and that pitch was up and barreled into left field by Varsho. So that is 3 consecutive hits.
And 3 consecutive hits to left, and that's Varsho. It was up and on the outside part of the plate, and he went right with it. That is not where he wanted. Now, meanwhile, Matt Blake is going out there immediately. So it's the outside corner, but it was up. This consultation on the mound is brought to you by the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys. Call for a free consultation at 1-800-8-million. So Matt Blake goes out and having an entire meeting on the mound. And just how do you get this ball down? Because they've got a good game plan, too. They've seen him before now.
Yeah, that previous meeting back in July, no decision for Cam. 5 innings of 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no homers given up, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 90 pitches.
Now, Bichette, don't forget, he's coming back from an injury. He came back in July. He's got 43 RBIs in 54 games and hitting .367 since he's come back.
First trip to Toronto during infield drills, he stepped back and stepped on a baseball, wrenched his ankle. So I saw very little of him in that series. Here's the always dangerous Alejandro Kirk. Their catcher, right-hand hitter, swing and a miss. Pitch up and in around his hands. Kirk hitting at .299 with 12 homers and 65 runs batted in. Talking to DeMarlo Hale, their bench coach, and they're getting a lot of productivity out of their catchers, close to 80 RBI out of that group. Here's the 0-1. Runners at the corners. His pitch. Missed inside, not by much. Count goes to 1-1. Alejandro, who was 0 for 3 against Schlittler.
And a very surprising, Heineman has done so much of that. One of the guys that hurt the Yankees, they come off the bench and they hit. Really good catcher, Tyler Heineman.
2 out, runners at the corners, 1-0 Toronto in the top of the first. Throw to first, back with a dive is Varsho. Varsho, a tremendous defender in center field. You've seen some of the highlights that he has made since coming back after the injury. They're acrobatic. They're just spectacular. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, top of the zone. 1-2. 6-man to the plate. Love to put him away right here. And runners at the corners are run in. This will be pitch number 29 for Cam.
Yeah, a lot for 1 inning. They'd like it to end right here. You're right.
Nathan Lucas, left fielder, is on deck. Pena, Alejandro Kirk, is a right-hand hitter. It's a 1-2 pitch. From Schlittler, runner goes. Here's a pitch fouled back to our right as Varsho is on the move. So Toronto, 36-35 on the road against plus 500 teams with plus 500 records. They're 42-36. Against the East, they're 19-17. Good ball club. Yankees coming home after going 3 out of 4, winning 3 out of 4 at the White Sox, 2 out of 3 in Houston. 3 with Toronto, 3 with Detroit, then off to Boston for 3. Big spot right here. Pitch number 30. 1-2 pitch to Kirk. Runner goes again. Pitch, swung on, fought off. Fastball up and in. Kirk pushed it to the right side out of play.
It's interesting. It probably was a little over the letters, but you can't really tell when it's coming in like that. It looks like it's going to be a strike right at the letters. I think this was high, right?
I want to handle Kirk what he can hit. 5'8", 245. He's out of Tijuana, Mexico. Silver Slugger All-Star in 2022. 1-2 pitch to him. Here it comes. Runner goes, and a pitch up high. No throw down to second. In standing with the stolen base is Varsho. And the count goes to 2-2. So Varsho now 2 for 2 in base stealing. So you really need an out right now. You got 2 runners in scoring position.
And not everybody's a high draft pick. When Kirk was signed, 2016, he got $7,500.
Big pitch for Cam. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Deuce is wild. Here's a pitch up high and inside. The ball 3.
Yeah,
so he gets a good start here. A couple of strikeouts against 2 good hitters, Springer and Barger, but single, RBI double, single, and now he's got a stolen base, and now Kirk has worked the count full. Needs an out right here for pitch number 33 on a 3-2 pitch to Kirk. Swung on and fouled back just below us. Wow, I mean literally just below us.
And that was 100 miles an hour. Now we're getting to the point. Now nobody's up yet, but they really don't like young pitchers going this high. I think about 39, 40 is definitely the cutoff here. And someone is already getting up in case this happens.
Cam flew ahead of the team yesterday, so he should be well rested. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kirk, and up high, lost them with a fastball, ball four, bases loaded.
And Cam thought that was a strike.
So what started out as a good-looking inning, turning into a dangerous one right now with the bases filled. The 7-hole hitter, Nathan Lucas, coming up. Left-hand hitter. Well, it's a tough way to go against this team.
And Ryan Yarbrough is up, and that's
number one offensive team in baseball. A 270 batting average. First pitch to Lucas, swing and a miss. Boy, he took a rip.
You know, and this is where you'll see Ryan Yarbrough, and he is so good at it. He's done everything. He's a long man. He's been an opener for Tampa Bay. He's been in the late innings, but he can give you innings. So if a pitcher has problems in the first inning, you have to take him out. You got that guy right there. That
0-1 pitch. Fastball. Got a piece of that corner. Needed it. 0-2. Needed it in a big way.
Nathan Lucas, one of the guys, Dave, we were talking about in Toronto, whose name we learned in a hurry.
Unheralded, not a lot of, you don't hear a lot of talk about it, but then you watch them play, and they can really get it done. Here's the 0-2, bases loaded, 1-0 Toronto in the first pitch. Up high. 1-2.
See, everything's staying up, so it's either extension or opening up too fast. And this is whatever happens here. This is going to be his 38th pitch. So even if he shuts it down right now, this isn't going to be a long night for him.
Here comes the 1-2 with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitch to Lucas. Cam Deals. Pitch swung on, hit to right field. Judge has to play it on the hop. Now he throws it to Jazz. Jazz has to hold it, and 2-run score. So a 2-run single. Nathan Lucas on a 1-2 pitch in Toronto has got a 3-0 lead here in the first. And you can see right there how compromised the throwing is for Aaron Judge, as he just sort of lollipopped it to Jazz Chisholm, who was standing on the fringes of the outfield dirt. Boy, oh boy. So now Goldschmidt and Rice come to the plate, scoring on the plate, Bichette and Varsho.
Well, they'd love him to get out of this, and I guess they'll give him one more, but he's not going much further. They're not going to take a chance on a kid's arm, not this arm. And we all have bad nights. If he can get him right here, if he can get this batter, then I think it'd be okay. That's what he needs to do, is just get this batter and get back into the dugout and regroup a little bit. And as far as Judge, you just hope he's okay.
Yeah, they're going to run on him after having seen that. Anything there, they're going to run on him. You can count on that. And Jazz may have to go out a lot farther than he did just from right where the grass begins there. Here's the 8-hole hitter, Ernie Clement, right-hand hitter. He's at third base tonight. First pitch, swing and a miss. Challenged him and beat him with a fastball up and in.
But it'll find you, right? It's baseball. If there's anything that's compromised about a player on the field, for some reason the ball will find you.
RBI double Bichette, 2-run single Lucas, 3-0 Toronto. 0-1 to Clement. Pitch swing on, popped up. Is playable in the infield for Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman. Right near the bag, makes a one-hand catch, and that'll do it. Some damage done by Bichette and Lucas as they get 3 runs on 4 hits and leave a couple. 3-0 Toronto with the Yankees coming to battle. WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Planning your next trip? Pack the ultimate traveling companion, a travel insurance plan from Travel Guard. Lost luggage to unexpected detours, Travel Guard has your back. 24/7 support means you're not on your own for those unexpected travel disruptions. Head over to TravelGuard.com. Customize your plan and hit the road with more confidence. Travel safe, travel smart. Travel Guard. Visit TravelGuard.com for more information. This is a brief description of the coverages available. Limitations and exclusions will apply.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself.
You're up.
Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval, not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends September 30th, 2025.
More than 100 years ago, the original Yankees Stadium was completed, and all throughout this time, Calvary Hospital has also been in the Bronx, providing extraordinary care to patients and their families. Happy 125th anniversary, Calvary, from the Yankees Radio Network. Barnesville reminds you this copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. If you're injured, one call to make, and that's to the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys. Call 1-800-8-MILLION for a free case evaluation.
Well, fresh off a fabulous night last night, Trent Grisham went 2 for 5 in a 3-run homer. Break open the game in the 8th inning. He leads off against Kevin Gausman, hitting at .247, 30 homers and 64 runs batted in. First pitch from Gausman, swung on, popped up. That'll get out of play, third base side. 0-1.
Gausman mostly fastball split.
Grisham 5 for 21, 9 strikeouts at the hands of Gausman. He was 1-1 with a 5.52 against the Yankees this year. Man, that's the second ball he's thrown out already. Very, very picky about these baseballs, some of these guys. 28th start for Gausman. Career against the Yankees, 11-10 with a 3.78. And on the road, 6-6 with a 4+. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch to Grish up high. 1-1. Grisham, Rice, and Judge, top of the order for the Yankees. Last start for Gausman back on August 30th. With 7 innings and a no decision against Milwaukee. Pitch outside, 2-1.
Gausman, a very different pitcher when we first saw him way back in Baltimore. Sinker ball mostly, and then he got traded to Atlanta. Between Atlanta and Cincinnati, they scrapped everything, got that splitter.
2-1 pitch, breaking ball, swing on a miss. 2-2.
And there it is. That's 84 miles an hour. Doesn't throw that much harder than that, but the fastball can be anywhere from 95 to 97. Turned out what he did in Cincinnati and Atlanta into a great contract with the Giants and then signed here. A great career.
He's got wins against Atlanta, at Seattle, San Diego, at Texas, at Cleveland, the Yankees, and Colorado. 2-2. Pitch hit down the first base line. Fair ball, easy play for Vlad Guerrero in the second hop. Walks to the bag for the out, 1 down. And that'll bring up Ben Rice. Ben 1 for 4 in last night's game. Got a run scored, a base hit in the 5th inning.
Alec McKay and Kevin Gausman having a discussion, mostly Gausman saying something, maybe about the balls. Kevin Gausman has a bright red, almost a burgundy glove.
Here's Ben Rice. He's hitting at .245, 22 home runs, and 51 runs batted in. He hits the ball hard pretty consistently. 0 for 3 career against Gausman. First pitch from the right-hander is in there for a strike. So yes, indeed, impactful baseball right here. 3 games behind Toronto are the Yankees. They got the infield pulled around to the right. And 0-1 from Gausman. Pitch swing on and hit to the on-deck circle. First base side, 0-2. Both of these teams can swing it. Both of them have issues right now with their bullpens. This could be a very interesting series.
Really could. Really could. And to both teams, being 4 or 5 runs down going into the 8th inning doesn't mean anything to them.
0-2 to Rice. Swing on, bounce to the second baseman. A couple of hops. Easy play for Jimenez. Throws over in time. Rice hustling up the line. He's thrown out. Quick 2 down here in the home first. 3-0 Toronto. And here comes the Yankee captain, Aaron Judge. He's got good numbers against Guzman. 16 for 43, 356 average with 6 home runs.
Wow. 1.322 OPS.
Deep at third is Clement. Deep at short, Bichette. First pitch from Guzman. Right-hander deals pitch. Swing on line drive, right field. Taking a right fielder back. And it reaches up, makes the catch. Addison Barger. Nicely done on the warning track of a slicing, hard-hit drive off the bat of Aaron Judge. Yankees are retired. We go to the second inning. It's Toronto 3, Yankees nothing on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
If you're looking for quality at an exceptional value, reach for Black Bear meats, cheeses, franks, and sausages. Their simple, premium ingredients are handcrafted at a delicious value you can't resist. So whether you're packing lunches, firing up the grill, or planning weeknight dinners, choose the trusted recipes of Black Bear. Black Bear, delicious made simple. Available exclusively at ShopRite.
Hey, Yankee fans, you can order stadium food right from your seat with Uber Eats. Plus $10 off the stadium order of $20 or more when you use the code WFAN 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Offer ends November 1st. See app for details.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Performance, range, style. 3 different ways to make every drive an occasion. Whatever your reason, there's never been a better time to say let's take the Cadillac. The all-electric Cadillac family of vehicles. Escalade IQ, Vistic, Optic, and Lyric. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer today.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you need help after a crash, call the Barnes firm now.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. Manhattan, Long Island.
So Cam Schlittler trying to get things tighten up here in the second inning. He threw a lot of pitches in that first inning, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, stranded 2 after getting 2 strikeouts, and then 3 consecutive hits, a walk, and a 2-run double.
What's that, 38, I think?
This will be pitch number 41 coming up.
More.
So we're only in the second inning. And here's Andres Jimenez. And he looks to pitch up high, ball 1. He's the second baseman. He got 219. 7 homers and 27 runs batted in, batting in the 9 spot.
Drive Around the League is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers. Trust your keys with Meineke.
There's an off-speed pitch fouled right at home plate. And the count goes to 1-1. It'll be 9-1-2 here for the Jays with a 3-0 lead.
All tied up in Detroit. The White Sox are in 2-2 there in the top of the 4th. Chicago's won 5 in a row. Detroit's Parker Meadows, he was just activated today. Hit his 3rd home run.
1-1 from Camp, swung on and popped up left side. Taking a look is McMahon. It doesn't come back to him. Ball and 2 strikes.
And the Dodgers are in Baltimore. No score, top of the 3rd. Shohei Ohtani against Dean Kramer.
They're thrilled to get the heck out of Pittsburgh.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
These guys lost a couple of games in Pittsburgh. They lost a series to Toronto.
They're playing. Let me see what.
Here comes the 1-2 from Cam to Jimenez. Breaking ball, pulled foul, first base side.
Now, in Tampa Bay, it's a delay. It's a rain delay, but there's an odd scene going on there. The fans are not allowed in the bowl because they thought the seating bowl or in the parking lots because they thought there were going to be storms. But meanwhile, the players are on the field warming up. There's no tarp on the field.
1-2 pitch, broken bat. Little looper goes to McMahon, plays it on a hop. A lot of English on it. Throws over in time for the out. The bat, the greater part of the bat went out near Jazz Chisholm and over on the right side of the infield. That is scary stuff. It was well played by McMahon. That ball had a lot of English on it.
So the players are on the field warming up. There's no tarp on the field and no rain. First pitch supposedly in 11 minutes, but they're not allowing the fans in yet.
When we were down there last time, remember there was a threat of lightning, and everybody had to scatter. So this is a little bit different. All right, second time already for George Springer.
Minnesota just starting in Kansas City. Pablo Lopez against Michael Walker.
Springer struck out on the 8th pitch of his at-bat. to open up the ballgame. First pitch to him, and just a little bit outside, ball one.
Afternoon game in Wrigley Field, and the Cubs all over Washington, 11-5. Dansby Swanson, his 22nd. Reese McGuire, his 8th. Nico Horner, his 6th, and Ian Happ, his 20th. Javier Assad beats Jake Irvin.
There's the pitch swung on, popped up right side. It'll get out of play. That was a breaking ball.
And the Mets are leading Cincinnati 4-1. They are in the top of the fourth. Mark Vientos had his 16th. That's David Peterson against Andrew Abbott. They're in Cincinnati. The other game's going on. Pittsburgh is leading Milwaukee. Gee whiz. 2-0. They're only at the third, but it's 2-1 now.
Good for them.
Yeah, Quinn Priester against Johan Aviado.
1-1. That's a breaking ball outside. 2-1. While the Yankees were getting in this morning, landing at Newark at 4:15, the Blue Jays were already in town, having come over from Cincinnati. They had yesterday off. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing on and hit down the right field line.
We were all comparing walk-in times. Mine was 5:52. I walked in my door.
5:15.
Yep.
In the a.m. Got to sleep at about 6. Made it till noon. My wife was saying, "What are you, nuts? Why didn't you stay?" I said, might not have gotten here till 5 o'clock.
Stay.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Springer. One out, nobody on. 3-0 Toronto. And a pitch up and in. And it's a foul ball as he's falling down. And they're saying that the bat came through the zone, and home plate umpire Alex McKay is calling that a strikeout as the Yankees throw the ball around the infield. And John Snyder, their skipper, saying, "Hey, Alan Porter, crew chief, take a look at this."
Well, let's see this again. He says it hit his arm, but the umpire said that he swung. George is saying, "I did not swing. I was trying to get out of the way."
It was. He twisted his upper body, but I didn't think the bat got through the zone. And we get a good look at a replay. That bat did not get through the zone. I don't know how Alex McKay could make that play. That call, if anything, he should get help on that.
Well,
did it hit? Yeah, it did hit. Oh, Matt Shortis, good eye, hit the flap on his batting glove. That's what the umpire heard.
And they're still talking. Crew chief Alan Porter is down, and they're discussing it.
The batter was hit by the pitch.
Okay, they called it a foul tip, and they're challenging it. Toronto is saying that it was a hit by pitch.
You can't call that a hit by pitch. You hit the flap of the glove. You know where you strap it on, that little piece that hangs out, and it was happened to be floppy. That's what it hit. That's 1,000,000-1.
Well,
we went through a big stoppage last night. I hope we don't have more of that in store for us this weekend.
I think the umpires are having an uprising.
I tell you what, I've never seen a crew have such a bad series over 3 games.
Oh my goodness!
Set.
No, that was
and that's not just Yankees talking about it. The Houston people were saying the same thing.
Well, the other thing that we saw is I'd forgotten that, but.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The batter was hit by the pitch. Toronto will retain their challenge.
Get hit on the flap of your batting glove and you get a bag.
Wait.
Oh, brother.
Well, it might have hit something else.
No, it didn't.
Well, according to gee whiz. I mean, what's the point of having this stuff if it's... I'm sorry. This
Go
is
ahead.
a
Get on the soapbox. Yeah, you got plenty of room here.
Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Let's take a look. It hit the flap, it might have hit the shoulder going back. It did hit the flap on the glove, but it kept going. It might have hit the shoulder.
Here's Barger, left hand, hit a breaking ball, swung on, and ripped down the right field line, hooking foul into the stands. Boy, you golfers out there, like if you have the flap and you haven't, secured it, that's what was hanging loose, and that's what it hit.
Well,
but you think it might have hit the shoulder?
I think it meant to hit the shoulder as it went by. It did hit the glove. Yes, we did see that, but I think he pointed to his shoulder. So
Barger struck out on a 2-2 pitch first time. Yankees looking for a double play here. Here's a late swing on a fastball, fouled straight back.
All right, back to the scoreboard. Philadelphia is leading Miami 2-0, bottom of the second. Max Kepler, his 15th homer. Christopher Sanchez against Valenti Velasco. Atlanta leading Seattle 1-0 in the second. That's Logan Gilbert against Chris Sale. And he is back, Chris Sale. Interesting.
3-0 lead, Toronto. Runner at first is pitch down low. Good check swing by Barger. 1-2. Barger. What a good-looking player.
Yeah. and plays, as Dave said, really good outfielder, also a very good third baseman, and plays first base.
69 games as a rookie last year. He's out of Bellevue, Washington, a Seattle suburb. Here's pitch. Outside. 2-2. The Blue Jays 3 games in front of the Yankees, 3.5 in front of Boston. And Schlittler needs some outs here. His pitch. Missed outside. Full count, 3-2.
Well, Matt looked this up, and the MLB rulebook. A batter is awarded a hit by pitch even if the ball only touches a portion of his uniform or protection, meaning helmet, shin guard, etc. So I guess the batting glove is part of the
Well, I'm going to put that in my record.
uniform.
It's the first time a dude gets hit on his batting glove and gets it back. 3-2 pitch. First time for everything. 3-2. Springer back with a dive.
We've seen a lot of that.
In the last month.
The last 3 days.
Golly.
That was a mess. That was just...
Which bodes well, as we were talking about the adventure we could be walking into in this series, given what both bullpens are not doing.
Right.
3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Here's pitch, swing on and hit foul left side.
Well, whatever this is not how Cam Schlittler wants to be pitching, and he's going to hit 60 pitches here pretty soon, and we're in the second inning.
Laros Transportation Group providing executive transportation worldwide. At Laros, they drive people who drive business. Visit larostg.com. 3-2 to Barger. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and fouled off again. Listen, they are killing him with foul balls. I mean, it is just up, and as I look on the card here, I mean, he threw 40 pitches. He's up to 57 already at 17 pitches in this frame.
Yeah,
He's got one out, one on. Do it again at 3-2 minutes. This crowd got quiet. Here's pitch. Swung on and hit left side again.
See, it's 99 miles an hour. He can't put it where he wants to tonight. And they are good enough hitters that, it's good enough that fastball's incredible, even if it's missing. But what happens is that they can make contact with it. They can't get the good part of the bat on it necessarily. But that's why you're seeing all these foul balls.
3-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on. This one fouled behind home plate. So 2-4-9. This will be pitch number 10. Coming up to Barger with Guerrero on deck. Cam threw a lot of pitches to Springer and Barger in the first inning. Guerrero went up there, hey man, first pitch I can handle. And he did with a rocket base hit to left. 3-2. Springer at first. He runs. Here's a pitch. Outside ball 4.
Well,
world of trouble now. You got Vlad Guerrero coming up with 2 on, 1 out.
So, and this is what these kinds of hitters can do. This is that was a 10-pitch walk right there to Barger, and that was the first walk of the game, brought to you by Route 22 Toyota. Why walk when you could be driving a new Toyota? Route22Toyota.com. Ryan Yarbrough is up again.
So runners at first and second. Guerrero swinging a hot bat. Right-hand hitter. He needs to be pinpoint here. Schlittler, and he comes to the plate. Breaking ball, paints the outside corner. Nice job there. Late break on that first pitch.
And usually you don't have a reliever warm up twice without bringing him in. So
here comes the 0-1 from Kim. Big threat right here. 3-0. Breaking ball, swung on, line drive in the left field. Here comes Bellinger, in and out of his glove. The runners will advance 90 feet. Came in on that sinking line drive. He didn't dive. He didn't have to dive. He thought his extension would be good enough and got into his glove. And then as it hit the ground, it came out. That's a tough break.
Let's take a look at it again. The glove was on the ground, and the ball would have been trapped anyway. But he overshot it, so he fell, and he had to go back and get the ball. Not that it really made any difference.
Bases loaded now for Bo Bichette. RBI double first inning. It's already 3-0 Toronto. We're only in the second inning. You got Springer at third, Barger at second, Guerrero at first. And young Cam Schlittler in a world of trouble right here.
No. Vladdy, 9 for his last 18.
Respectable 3-0 deficit. Like to keep it that way. Right there. His first pitch to Bichette. Fastball, first strike.
And it's still just one out here.
Bichette has the third best batting average in the major leagues, trailing only Judge and Jacob Wilson. 0-1. Right-hand hitter. His pitch. Swung on, fought it off, and fouled it right side. To our right. 0-2.
I mean, they've got to have probably 20 foul balls by now.
At least.
Just over and over and over, and that's because he can't place it where he wants to. It happens.
This will be pitch number 65. We're only in the second inning. One out, bases loaded, and an 0-2 pitch to Bichette. The pitch. One with a breaking ball and missed down low. 1-2. Bichette with the RBI double. In the first inning, he's got 92 runs batted in. Free agent at the end of this season. Going to be interesting.
Yes, it will, won't it?
A 1-2 pitch from Schlittler. Breaking ball swung on, hit to the gap, and left center field. Long run for Grisham. He makes the catch about letter high. Scoring easily is Springer on the sac fly. It's 4-0, and moving to third is Barger. So Bichette, 2 at bats. He's got 2 runs batted in and a 4-0 Toronto lead.
And that'll be it. That'll be it for Aaron Boone. And this is the first bad start that this youngster has had. It happens. And as Aaron Boone comes out, he's making the call for Ryan Yarbrough. And this pitching change and this slowdown in action is brought to you by Iservay.
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? Oof. We've got specialists for that. Layup, take you down? We've got specialists for that. With 45 Castle Connolly top doctors, Orland & Cohen specialists are considered among the best in the nation by their peers, which can mean a better outcome for you. From Staten Island to Southampton, our network is open 7 days a week, so you can feel better, faster. Visit OrlandCohen.com.
Planning your next trip? Pack the ultimate traveling companion, a travel insurance plan from Travel Guard. Lost luggage to unexpected detours, Travel Guard has your back. 24/7 support means you're not on your own for those unexpected travel disruptions. Head over to TravelGuard.com. Customize your plan and hit the road with more confidence. Travel safe, travel smart. Travel Guard. Visit TravelGuard.com for more information. This is a brief description of the coverages available. Limitations and exclusions will apply.
September baseball is here, and your local Acme Market is stocked and ready with the freshest meats and produce. It's the perfect time to fire up the grill, take in a game, and find out why the fun starts with Acme. This week at Acme, don't miss this digital deal. Get Gala Macintosh or Ginger Gold apples for only 99 cents per pound. Unlock hundreds of deals and get more for your shopping with Acme for You. Visit acmemarkets.com/4U or download the Acme mobile app to sign up and save today.
And this pitching change sponsored by River Spring Living. I've seen firsthand what makes life at River Spring Living special. Schedule a tour at riverspringliving.org today. Well, to the sounds of Smooth Operator by Sade. In comes Ryan Yarbrough. Kind of like that, huh, Dave?
That's a very good touch.
I kind of like that.
I can't remember, did I buy it? Was that an LP or a CD when I bought it?
It was a CD when you bought it. And then did she make the album after this? Because that was a big hit.
Oh, huge. I'm afraid to look how many years ago it was.
Well, that's just for, because the 30 years that Cal Ripken today, 30 years, that already was, what do you mean it's 30 years ago? It was just last week.
Yeah. Yes, I saw that. The good folks at MLB Central talked about that, and I was like, really? I was pinching myself. So Ryan Yarbrough, first time we're going to see him throw since June 18 against the Angels.
Oh, you're not
when he went
like
5 1/3.
You're not going to like this one.
I'm sure. First pitch to Varsho. A sweeper missed outside, ball 1.
1984. Oh, my.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my.
I was going to think a lot less than that. 1-0.
I thought maybe 95, 96.
Here's the next pitch. Fastball down low. 2-0.
Which is still a long time.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Good to have Ryan Yarbrough back in the fold. Have him healthy. And he's in a pickle here with runners at the corners behind 2-0 with 2 out. Here's the pitch. Varsha swing and a miss. 2-1. So Schlittler, runners on base, his responsibility, but right now an inning and 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Yeah, moral victory if you can hold him to 1 run here. 2-1 pitch. Sweeper. Swung on him, fouled back. Yankees in the first inning went 1-2-3, and Kevin Gausman quite restful. Watching his teammates swing the bat. Here's Yarbrough ready with the 2-2. And 2 out, 2-1. Breaking ball, swing on him, fouled back. Gausman threw 9 pitches in the first inning, 7 for strikes. He's got a lot left in the plenty left in the tank. Hopefully the Yankees can get to it. 4-0 Toronto, top of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes, pitch, swing, and a miss on the sweeper. Got it. Nice job by Yarbrough. Hopefully he can give him some innings here. They did limit the damage to 1 run and leave 2. And we go bottom of the second inning. It's 4-0 Toronto on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Year after year, the Jeep brand has delivered game-changing technology and features to help keep you off the bench and on to your next adventure. By blending thoughtful luxury capability and advanced technology, the Jeep Wagoneer S is one key player that doesn't disappoint. Experience the brand new head-turning design and luxurious interior without sacrificing on the legendary performance you love. Excellent range capacity opens up the playing field, and with 4x4 capability, featuring select terrain driving modes, how you play the game is up to you. The interior cabin of Wagoneer S pays special attention to detail with high-quality luxury refinements and seamless connectivity that surrounds you in comfort, along with premium seating, ambient lighting, and over 170 standard safety and security features. And like most All-Stars, it can really motor, especially with standard 600 horsepower. It's rugged, plays aggressive, and isn't afraid to get dirty. And with the exciting offers and deals going on right now at your local Jeep brand dealer, it all adds up to Jeep Wagoneer S being a steal. So hurry in today and blast one out of the park. Jeep is a registered trademark.
When the pros are injured, they receive the highest quality care. You deserve the same. That's what you'll find at Workman's Circle Multicare Center in the Bronx. They cater to orthopedic patients and take admissions 7 days a week. Visit WCMCC.org.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Where's Cody Bellinger going to lead things off for the Yankees here in the bottom of the second, down 4-0. Game 1 of a 3-game weekend set against the first-place Toronto Blue Jays. Kevin Gausman, 8-10 record, 3.75 ERA, 9 pitches to get us 3 outs in the first inning. Here's a pitch to Belly, swung on and skied to center field, backing up Varsha a few steps straight away center. He's there, makes a one-hand catch, 1 out.
Today's Acme Markets home run payoff contestant is Noel M. from Keensburg, New Jersey. Noel will win a $100 Acme Markets gift card for every homer the Yanks hit in the second. Visit WFAN.com/Acme for a chance to hit it big.
Here's Big G, 1 for 11 down in Houston. He's hitting .283 with 18 homers, 47 runs batted in. First pitch from Gausman, fastball away. Big G's hitting 8 for 27, 3 of those hits home runs against Gausman. Boy, he doesn't take a whole lot of time stepping in and out of the box. He stays in there ready to work. Gausman set, kicks, deals, pitch. Fastball down low. 2-0. Big G is today's cleanup hitter. Actually, Cody Bellinger was the cleanup hitter, brought to you by Citgo. Cleanup on savings every fill up at Club Citgo. Download the app to start saving. There's a pitch in there for strike. 2-1. Gosman's retired the first 4 men that he's faced. Tall right-hander. 2-1 here to Stanton. That pitch just missed outside. 3-1. Let's see if G can get something right here. First pitch, bottom of the second. 94-mile-an-hour four-seamer brought to you by Optimum Fiber. Don't take slow for an answer. Big pitch right here. 3-1. Here it comes, and he took a hack and missed it. The front side flew way open too soon.
And he's got. Remember we talked about the velocity in that fastball. He's throwing some 95, 96. So it's a big difference between that and that splitter, which is in the 80s.
3-2 to Stanton. Pitch swung on, line drive, deep left field. Ball is crushed. That ball's carried. It's gone. Home run for Giancarlo Stanton. His 19th of the season. RBI number 48. The man can tattoo a baseball. 4-1 Toronto here in the second.
And in the back of the Toronto bullpen, that got out in a hurry. And congratulations, another one. Another winner. It's like every single day to congratulate Noel M. from Keensburg, New Jersey. You've just won a $100 Acme Markets gift card for Giancarlo Stanton hitting a home run for the Yankees in the second inning. You know, if they keep going, she can win a lot more.
That ball was assaulted.
Back.
I mean, what's the exit velo on that? Because they had to be substantial. There's Jazz Chisholm. Good to have him back in the lineup. So that's a fourth career home run by Stanton against Gosman. 4-1. Yankees on the board. There's Jazz. Looks at a fastball away. Ball one. Jazz at 242, 28 homers, 70 runs batted in.
And number 448 all-time for him, 19 for this year for G.
And on the grass at third is Ernie Clement. 1-0 pitch to Jazz. Breaking ball outside. 2-0. Yankees hit home runs, folks. You know that. That's number 242. Yankees number 1 in runs scored. 10th in batting. First in home runs.
So he's now 43rd all-time, 448th career home run.
2-0 to Jazz. Swing and a miss to the breaking ball. He was sitting on something hot. Didn't get it.
And that first Yankee home run brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. That's why you want him in the lineup. But whatever you have to do to keep him in this lineup.
There's 2-1. And a pitch to Jazz, swing and a miss, and another breaking ball. You know what? I'd like the conversations that you have and what the media has with Boone and how Boone explains his relationship with Stanton, who really can listen to his body, and he gives you an honest answer. Hey, I can't go today. Hey, I can go today. I can play. Hey, play me in right field. I'm good. It's very honest, and he knows, and Lord knows we all know the value he has to this ball club.
And you know what else it is, Dave? It's not just I can or I cannot do. It says, this is what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's good enough, sure.
All part and parcel for sure. 2-2 pitch to Jazz way outside. 3-2. And we were talking to Luke Weaver, another, G's a smart hitter, and was talking to Weaver about Alvarez, and Jordan Alvarez. I just can't get that guy out.
Well, a lot of people can't get him out.
And that's what I told him. I said, don't, here's a fastball, strike 3 called, and Jazz threw his bat away thinking it was ball 4.
Oh, man.
So 2 down here in the second, takes his helmet off and looks back at Alex McKay, home plate umpire. He can't believe it. Right now we pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Gotta stop there.
Your home for Evan and Tiki. Afternoons from 2 to 6:30. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
Strikeout for Guzman. 2 outs. Brings up Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, we just saw that again. I'm with Jazz on that one. My goodness.
Goldie 10 for 19, a home run against Gosman. Swing and a miss to the breaking ball. I wasn't.
Oh, no. Here. Oh, no, that's not. Yeah, no, it was outside, just like Jazz thought. Maybe we can start with the ABS next week.
0-1.
No?
4-1 Blue Jays pitch outside of Goldschmidt. 1-1. I think if you call for a vote, I'd say 95% of Yankee fans will be right with you based on what we've seen in the last couple of days.
And other teams, too, from what the calls I saw last night.
Yeah. 1-1 to Goldie. They get 279, 10 homers. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 1-2. 4-1 lead, Toronto. Here in the second, Jazz. still just muttering to himself, and I don't blame him. Goldie at first base. He does such a great job. I think the problem we got to worry about now is keeping Jazz in the game because he continues to bark at McKay.
Yes.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Goldschmidt outside with a fastball 2-2. And McKay listening.
Mm.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully Jazz has a conversation with himself because McKay clearly has good ears and is hearing some of that stuff. 2-2, breaking ball, swing on a miss. That'll do it. Highlight of the inning, a long home run by Giancarlo Stanton gets the Yankees on the board. We go to the 3rd inning. It's 4-1 Toronto here in WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
The question always comes up, where to take your vehicle for reliable and trustworthy service. Whether it's repair or just maintenance, I know just the place. Meineke Car Care is your one-stop shop for total car care. They handle engines, brakes, oil, tires, and yeah, they do mufflers too. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. That's why I trust them to handle the maintenance of my personal vehicle. Meineke prides itself on providing exceptional customer service. Go visit Meineke.com for the location near you and schedule an appointment today. Trust your key to Meineke, doing car care right.
What separates you from world-class joint surgery isn't a bridge or a tunnel. You don't have to travel far to get the best treatment. At RWJ Barnabas Health, you can stay in New Jersey, close to home, and be treated by the same doctors who treat professional athletes and who designed the surgical implants that are now used around the world. Orthopedic care. Do it right. Here. RWJ Barnabas Health. Learn more at rwjbh.org/ortho.
Performance, range, style. 3 different ways to make every drive an occasion. Whatever your reason, there's never been a better time to say let's take the Cadillac. The all-electric Cadillac family of vehicles. Escalade IQ, Vistic, Optic, and Lyric. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer today.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ senses a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Third inning brought to you by Spectrum. Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you. Spectrum. 4-1 Blue Jays, first game of 4-game set.
Yankee fans know what winning looks like, and it's not sitting in traffic. Skip the hassles of I-95 and crowded airports.
Here's Alejandro Kirk, the catcher, to lead off against Ryan Yarbrough. Took over for Cam Schlittler. This pitch from Yarbrough, missed inside to Alejandro Kirk, ball 1.
Amtrak gets you downtown to downtown with no middle seats ever. Book the smarter way to travel at Amtrak.com. Retrain travel.
Infield straight up for Kirk. Good hitter. Pitch swung on and fouled off the glove of Rice. Back to the back screen. 1-1 to count.
So Stanton now has 7 home runs in his last 15 games, 9 homers in his last 19.
Nice.
So 19 since July 2nd.
1-1 here to Kirk leading off for Toronto. Back to a breaking ball miss. That home run by Big G, 418 feet, 112 off the bat. Generally, they get some kind of stimulant on the right shoulder of Gosman as we look at the Yes telecast. 2-1 here to Kirk. Here's pitch. Worked inside and missed again. 3-1.
I wonder what that is.
Probably some kind of vibrating stimulator device that's strapped on. He probably not surprised to see it. Here's a 3-1. Pitch to Kirk. Got the outside corner this time for strike. Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, it looks like some infrared. So maybe
could have
something
been a bit of combo, sure.
Yeah. Instead of putting some Novocaine on it, they give a little infrared.
The advances that they have made in that field are spectacular.
Yeah.
In the last, 50 years. Heck, the last 10 years. 3-2 pitch here to Kirk. Right-hand hitter. He fights it off and fouls it right side. Blue Jays have a 4-1 lead. They got a 3 spot in the first, added another in the second. They left 2 men on in both innings. It could have been a lot worse. Cam Schlittler didn't have it tonight. 1 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. And now Ben Rice going out to talk to Yarbrough.
I'm trying to think. Did Rice catch him before he got hurt? Maybe. Not sure. Something they're mixed up on. You know, you looked at Schlittler and young pitchers when they come up. It doesn't matter how hard you throw. Eventually they're going to start clocking if you don't have some kind of a changeup. Because everything he throws is very hard. I mean, the curve that he throws is hard. It's a great curve, but you got to change speeds a little bit more.
To which a lot of people are saying right now, youth.
Yeah,
Tell you what, he's learned a lot since the little bit he's been here.
You bet.
3-2 pitch here to from Yarbrough. Swung up the middle, off the leg. No. Ricochet to McMahon. Throw to first. Got him. 1-5-3 put out. And now you got to hope Yarbrough is okay. He's not touching it. He's trying to walk it off.
Oh, here comes.
That thing got him hard. Wow.
You could almost hear it. Here comes the trainer and Aaron Boone. He's not even rubbing it or anything. Let's see where it hit him.
That means it really hurts that he's not. These big leaguers do, boy.
But, I'm fine, he says. I'm fine. He's smiling. Now he doesn't want us to read lips because he's got his glove over his mouth. But that bounce, it was like hitting off a wood plank or something. It just didn't dribble off the leg. It went boom.
It was a clean catch by McMahon at third.
Oh, it didn't even hit the ground, right?
All right, clean catch. Right.
It might feel good right now. It's not going to feel great when he walks in.
Give me anywhere from 10 minutes to about an hour. Hope it's okay.
He's thinking to himself, I just got back here. I'm not going to tell him if I am in terrible pain. I spent all this time at Scranton. I'm staying.
To which the choir says amen.
Yeah. He can be
one out here in the third.
Such a valuable asset when he's going.
Nathan Lucas, 2-run single to right, left-hand hitter, and looks at first pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Lucas, one of the, if you will, no names. I mean, everybody knows Springer, Guerrero, and Bichette, but Barger, Varsho, to a lesser extent, Lucas, Clement, a couple of guys on the bench. They're a really big part of this team. Here's a pitch pulled foul. I was talking to Ty France, who I know from the Seattle Ball Club for years, and they just marveled at how well things are going and how this team has come together. And I remember talking to David Schneider when we were there. Everybody knows their role. They root for each other. They know when their role comes up in terms of pinch hitting and going against the opposite, righty, going against a righty, going on a lefty. They are all on the same page. 0-2, big sweeper. Missed outside, not by much. 1-2. Yankees on the board with a home run by Giancarlo Stanton, his 19th. So far, Kevin Gausman, he has the edge in a 4-1 lead. 1-2 from Yarbrough. And a check swing foul into the Toronto dugout. Yarbrough has sort of that funky delivery, especially against left-handers, coming almost sidearm, and he threw a pitch, ran in on his hands. Big CC Sabathia in the house tonight. 1-2 pitch, swung on, hit to the shortstop. Caballero backhands, throws quickly on time for the out, and there's 2 away. Volpe getting a day off, and I think the fact that he was 3 for 24 and 10 Ks and a home run against Gausman, in addition to his slump, had a lot to do with Cabby getting the start here tonight.
And Jose Caballero is a fine shortstop. I haven't seen him make one play once, so he's a little off balance, but he's a terrific shortstop. He plays great wherever he does.
Quick 2 outs here in the third. Ernie Clement, third baseman. He can play a second, third, short if you have to. Play in the outfield if necessary. Right-hand hitter. First pitch, fastball, first strike from Ryan Yarbrough. 2 down here in the third. Really good defensive third baseman. I think Clement.
Yeah. He plays everywhere.
Next pitch, outside. 1-1. The Yankees on the short end in this season series against the Blue Jays. They are 3-7. As in, ouch.
You'll see Ernie at third base. You'll see him at second. You'll see him in the outfield.
Comes the 1-1. Next pitch, a little dribbler. Right side, backhanded by Yarbrough. Underhand flip to Goldschmidt. Makes the play. That'll do it. So 1-2-3. Nice tidy inning there by Ryan Yarbrough. 1-2-3 go the Jays. in the top of the third. When we come back, Ryan McMahon swinging a hot bat lately and leads off for the Yankees, who trail 4-1 on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
You deserve a car that thrills you, a car that puts goosebumps on your goosebumps. At Nissan, we've got everything from turbocharged SUVs to 100% electric vehicles that'll make your heart beat faster. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
At Provident Bank, your community is their priority. That's why they've been putting your needs first, day in and day out, for more than 185 years. Through their checking accounts with better rewards, their local lenders who are right in your neighborhood, and their online banking solution that's accessible 24/7. Provident is proud to be an official partner of the Yankees Radio Network because they're part of your team. Learn more at provident.bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
A hotel might offer a bar, a resort, a spa. But if you want it all, dining, pools, gaming, clubs, shows, it takes more than the boardwalk. It takes a village. It takes a Borgata, where the best meals meet the hottest tables, where one pool leads to the next. Room service, bottle service, every service. It takes nothing short of a village to make your stay. So we built one. Visit theborgata.com to learn more. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fans, step up to the plate this fall with Primo Brands home water delivery at water.com. Whether you're hosting the big game or keeping the whole house hydrated, water.com brings your favorites. Poland Spring, Pure Life, and even Saratoga straight to your door. No heavy lifting, no last-minute store runs, just the refreshment you need when you need it. Signing up is easy. Pick your water, choose your schedule, and enjoy. Use code BASEBALL for 50% off your first order, plus free delivery. Stay refreshed all season long. Order now at water.com.
Yankees looking to get something going here. They've got a home run from Giancarlo Stanton. They're down 4-1. Kevin Gausman has not really been pressed. He's thrown 27 pitches in the first 2 innings. A couple strikeouts, no walks. He's got McMahon, Caballero, and Trent Grisham here in the home third. Man, left-hand hitter takes first pitch strike.
DKNY and Yankees baseball, both synonymous with New York City. Visit DKNY.com. A New York attitude stitched into every thread.
McMahon coming off his best night as a Yankee, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, knocked in 3. And swing and a miss to the breaking ball. Got an RBI single, a home run, pretty much straight away center field in Houston, and an infield hit. Got a battle here behind 0-2. It's hitting .223, 19 homers. 50 runs batted in. It's his entire season counting time here and in Colorado. Here's 0-2 from Gausman. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts now for Gausman. Just 1 down. Coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. Visit Provident.bank to learn more. Quick 1 out here in the third. Here's Jose Caballero getting the start tonight. He's hitting at .230 with 4 homers, 33 runs batted in. Leads the majors with 42 stolen bases. First pitch, right-hand hitter. Right there, a breaking ball in there for strike.
Caballero explaining to me, Dave, what he does with pitchers and the engaging with the eyes and things. He says he loves it. He's been doing it. He said, watch, I do it all the time.
0-1. Next pitch down low. I'm laughing because when we were in Seattle together, it was like I would just love watching the other team's bench as he went through his act, and he would wait to the last second to call time. It's just unbelievable.
No, he waits to the last second to get in the bike because he can't start his windup until he engages.
Next pitch is just misses outside. Count goes to 2-1.
You know, he also said that, some pitches, I don't think any of it would bother Gausman, but there are a lot of pitches that it really gets you nuts, as we saw in Houston.
2-1 here. And the pitch shows, good bunt. Down the third base side. Up the line, the throw by Ernie Clement is outstanding to get Caballero. What an outstanding play. Charged through, grabbed and threw on the run. He nipped him by about a step, and boy, he almost threw. Watching on the replay, he almost threw a changeup. He had a 4-finger grip on that, but he had enough on it to get it there for the out.
And
nice play.
He actually moved the ball in his hand because he picked it up very awkwardly. That was a pretty good bunt also. That's just a tremendous. He is such an athlete, Ernie Clement.
A good bunt and a better defensive play. 2 down, top of the order. Here's Grisham. Yankee center fielder stepping to the plate. Centers Healthcare would like to remind you they're not just care that moves you. CentersHealthcare.com. Off-speed pitch misses away from Grish. 1-0. Grisham bounced out the first to open up the home first inning. He's had some meaningful home runs here for the Yankee ball club. Next pitch fouled off.
And Aaron Judge the other day on Star of the Game called him the silent assassin. Kind of like that one.
Pretty accurate.
Yes, it is.
And, I know when you've had him on the postgame show, he's a really nice guy. He
really
doesn't
is.
like talking about himself.
Yeah. He's a little...
And he's got a dry sense of humor. 1-1. Here's a pitch. Swung on a little jam shot. Popped up. Third base side. Clement going back, calling everybody off. He's out on the grass, and he makes the catch. So Ernie Clement, a couple of nice plays here in the third. We go to the fourth inning. 4-1 Toronto on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Year after year, the Jeep brand has delivered game-changing technology and features to help keep you off the bench and onto your next adventure. By blending thoughtful luxury capability and advanced technology, the Jeep Wagoneer S is one key player that doesn't disappoint. Experience the brand-new head-turning design and luxurious interior without sacrificing on the legendary performance you love. Excellent range capacity opens up the playing field, and with 4x4 capability, featuring select terrain driving modes, how you play the game is up to you. The interior cabin of Wagoneer S pays special attention to detail with high-quality luxury refinements and seamless connectivity that surrounds you in comfort, along with premium seating, ambient lighting, and over 170 standard safety and security features. And like most All-Stars, it can really motor, especially with standard 600 horsepower. It's rugged, plays aggressive, and isn't afraid to get dirty. And with the exciting offers and deals going on right now at your local Jeep brand dealer, it all adds up to Jeep Wagoneer S being a steal. So hurry in today and blast one out of the park. Jeep is a registered trademark.
At Hand & Stone, you get what you really need. Fewer messages and more massages. Right now, with a special introductory offer of just $79.95, you can disconnect and experience a restorative massage or a rejuvenating facial. When the digital world has you drained, let licensed experts help restore you. With over 600 Hand & Stone locations nationwide, relief is always nearby. So press pause on the stress. Book your escape today at handandstone.com or just stop by your local spa.
The pitcher taking the rubber tonight is brought to you by the Gates Rubber Company. Quality belts and hoses for more than a century. Gates Rubber products are available at Parts Authority, where the answer is yes.
Back here at Yankee Stadium, a 4-1 Toronto lead. And that third inning was brought to you by Spectrum. Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you, Spectrum. Andres Jimenez is going to lead off. He's batting in the 9 spot. Here's their second baseman. 9-1-2. Springer and Barger to follow. 4-1 lead for the Blue Jays. Ryan Yarbrough continues on. He's a long man for the Yankees. Had a bunt off the first base line, pulled foul. Tried to take it with him.
And Scoreboard brought to you by Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop local, eat global with Food Bazaar Supermarket. White Sox have taken they've won 5 in a row, and now they're ahead of Detroit. They are leading Detroit 5-4. What a wacky season this is turning out to be. And they are in the top of the 6th. Andrew Benintendi is 18th homer for the White Sox. Parker Meadows is 3rd for Detroit.
Jimenez bounced out to third. Yarbrough, toes on the grass at third here. Not Yarbrough, McMahon, beg your pardon. Yarbrough's pitch is down and in. 1-1.
Baltimore and Dodgers scoreless. Bottom of the 4th, they're at Camden Yards. Shohei Ohtani against Dean Kramer.
Kramer's pitched well lately.
Yes, he has. Cleveland just put up a 5 spot, and they lead Tampa Bay 5-0. Tampa Bay's won 7 in a row.
1-1. Lefty swinging. Jimenez pulls it. Foul ball. First base fielded by Goldschmidt. 1-2.
No score in Kansas City. Minnesota is in. They are in the 3rd. Pablo Lopez against Michael Wacha. Just underway, Houston is at Texas. Colton Gordon against Merrill Kelly. And the A's are in Anaheim to play the Angels. Mason Barnett against Jose Soriano in that one.
1-2 to Jimenez. Infield pulled around to the right. Outfield shallow. Breaking ball. Hit foul left side. You know what? The guy we have not seen, I don't think we have not seen him at all. How about this team got Anthony Santander, has been on the IL, been a non-factor.
That's right. All year. I think we
he hit 40-something bombs last year with Baltimore. 44. Breaking ball swung on, lifted into right field. Judge, step to his right, makes the catch. And there's one out.
This afternoon, the Cubs all over Washington 11-5. Javier Assad beat Jake Irvin. Mets are holding on to a 5-4 lead over Cincinnati. Top of the sixth there at Great American Ballpark. Mark Vientos had his 16th homer. David Peterson is still in there. Andrew Abbott went 4 2/3, giving up 5 runs on 9 hits.
Here's the always tough George Springer, right-hand hitter. First pitch from Yarbrough. Here it comes, and it's in there for a strike. Fastball.
Milwaukee just put up a 2-spot, so they are now leading Pittsburgh 3-2. Top of the sixth in Pittsburgh. 5-1. Philly is leading Miami. They're in the fifth.
There's 0-1 from Yarbrough to Springer. And swing and a miss. Big cut. 0-2.
And 3 home runs in Philadelphia, and Kyle Schwarber's not one of them. Max Kepler had his 15th. Brandon Marsh had his 9th, and Harrison Bader had his 15th.
New York's own.
Yep.
0-2 here to Springer. Swing and a miss. Got him on 3 pitches. That's a big out. Yeah. Springer now 3 for 18, 6 Ks against Ryan Yarbrough. 2 down here in the 4th.
And what a valuable person to have on a team is Ryan Yarbrough. He does anything and doesn't care where he has to do it. In the middle of the game, early in the game, late in the game, it's always the same. 5-1, I said Philly leading Miami. Atlanta is leading Seattle 1-0 in the 5th. That's Chris Sale. So Chris has his run.
Addison Barger, first pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Second strikeout there for Ryan Yarbrough.
San Francisco on the 31st homer by Rafi Devers, followed by Willie Adames' 27th. Leads St. Louis 2-0.
Now the breaking ball hit to the right side, easy play for Jazz. Second baseman throws over plenty of time. And Ryan Yarbrough, everybody, let's see. He's retired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 men that he's faced. Nicely done with 1, 2, 3, 4 ground balls. That'll do it. 4-1 Toronto on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Find excellence in every detail in a new Volvo. At Volvo Cars Ramsey, 8-time winner of the Volvo Excellence Award. Choose from excellent offers on a new Volvo XC40, XC60, or a new 2025 Volvo XC90. View our entire inventory at VolvoCarsRamsey.com. Find excellence in a new Volvo at Volvo Cars Ramsey, where it's all about you.
Hey everyone, Boomer here. How long have I been talking about the Chef IQ Sense wireless thermometer? You know how much I love it, but check out what one of our listeners says. It's phenomenal. You want to make a brisket, you look at your phone, and your mouth starts watering when you've got 20 minutes left. Phenomenal. The Chef IQ Sense is the wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat. Whether cooking on a stovetop, oven, or grill, the app alerts you when everything's done. Order the newly released 3rd generation Chef IQ Sense now at chefiq.com.
This broadcast is fueled by Citgo. Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up.
When you decide to sell your home, don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one. Go for a Weichert agent at Weichert.com. Weichert, dream, move, home.
Fans, Baby Ruth is a proud partner of the New York Yankees, and this season you can enjoy the deliciousness of high-quality dry-roasted peanuts, rich caramel, and smooth nougat. So get your hands on the fan-favorite Baby Ruth bar at your local 7-Eleven.
4-1 lead for Toronto. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the top of the 4th was sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Book a relaxing massage or facial after the game. There's Ben Rice to lead things off for the Yankees. Rice, Judge, and Bellinger against Kevin Gausman. And Gausman throwing just his 38th pitch. And it's back to a breaking ball missed outside. Ball 1.
Yeah, it might be the first one. That was a ball 1. He's been strike 1 on everybody just about.
Carlos Stanton, a home run with 1 out, nobody on in the 2nd inning. The only tally so far, the only hit so far. And a pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. 1-1.
Yankee fans shop the New Era Authentic Collection at the Yankees team store and NewEraCap.com. New Era, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
Blue Jays in their road gray pants and their blue tops. Blue caps, the 1-1. Fastball, no, just missed. Down low, 2-1. Yankees looking for a spark. If they can string some hits together. First of 3 against the first place in the American League East Blue Jays. Breaking ball, swing on, hit down the right field line. Hooking, a nice play by the ball girl, reaching out in foul territory to make the play off the stool. Outstanding.
Well,
oh, that's a big-time play.
And she took a little bow. I'm not... she's a little embarrassed because that might have been fair.
No, thank goodness it wasn't, but that was a great play.
That was terrific. That was, wow.
Get a nice hand, too. Catch a smoked line drive off the bat of Ben Rice.
She took a little bow. That was great. A long red ponytail.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Swing on a little pop-up infield. Bo Bichette right in his tracks near second base. The Blue Jays shortstop makes a catch, 1 down.
See, he is changing speeds and getting everybody a little all confused here.
He is pitching like an ace tonight. See what Judge can do. He flat out to right first time up. 16 for 44 now with 6 home runs against Gausman. Righty on righty. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball, swing on a miss. That was a finely executed pitch there by Gausman. Kevin, a tall right-hander from that third base side of the rubber. 0-1, another pitch on a little bit of a wrinkle to it, missed inside. 1-1. Gausman, pretty good-sized dude at 6'2", 205 out of Centennial, Colorado. Yet another product out of LSU. Heck of a program. 1-1. Fastball swung on and jammed and popped it up right side. It's going to get into the stands. It's changing speeds, changing locations, and it's really working for Gausman. He's 34 years old in his 13th big league season. With his 5th big league team, started with Baltimore, then Atlanta, Cincy, San Fran, and now Toronto since 22. 1-2 here to Judge. And a pitch, swing on and popped up, playable. Going back to second baseman Jimenez, going to give way to Barger. The right fielder comes in to shallow right field, makes the play, 2 down.
Totally in control. All they can do is get underneath it and pop it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those outs have been all pop-ups.
So quick 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Cody Bellinger stands in, flat out to center his first time up. He's a cleanup hitter, sponsored by Roto-Rooter. Leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter. Belly 2 for 20 against Gausman. First pitch way inside, ball 1. Just tuning in, Blue Jays 3 runs and on the board in the first inning. 3 runs on 4 hits. They left 2 on, then another run on 1 hit and left 2 on in the second. 1-0 to Bellinger. Swung on and hit up the middle, and there's the second baseman to his right, Jimenez to make the catch, and that was a soft liner. So that's a very effective pitching performance turned in by Kevin Gausman through 4. 5th inning coming up, 4-1 Toronto on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Like most car buyers, you want to get the most for your money. That's why more Mazda buyers choose Ramsey Mazda. Get impressive offers on a new Mazda CX-30 or a Mazda CX-5 starting at just $28,776. Over 1,000 new Mazda vehicles to choose from. Visit RamseyMazda.com. Get the most for your money at Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Captive Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
When travel plans go wrong, a Travel Guard travel insurance plan can help make it right. Visit TravelGuard.com. That's TravelGuard.com.
Yeoman work by Ryan Yarbrough, holding down the fort here after the Yankees give up 4 runs in the first 2 innings. Yarbrough shut down Toronto over the last 2. He's going to face Guerrero Jr., Bichette, and Varsho. Here in the top of the 5th, the 4-1 Toronto lead. Young Vladdy swinging a really good bat here. A couple of base hits to left with a run scored. First pitch. There's breaking ball for a strike.
Melinda's the best hot sauce in the game, now bringing a grand slam of heat and flavor to Yankee Stadium. Bold heat, real flavor. Set your mouth on flavor.
There's your 1 to Guerrero. Lefty deals up and in, 1-1. Top of the 5th brought to you by Elect 825, building our future. Vladdy Jr. proudly wearing the number 27 as Pappy wore in his Hall of Fame career. Montreal Angels and Rangers. His pitch swung on a foul straight back. 1-2. By the way, tip of the cap, kudos to Carlos Rodon yesterday. 6 innings, a 3-hit, 2-run ball, 1 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He got the win yesterday to go 16-7, winning his pitcher in the American League. Good for him. Yarbrough 1-2. Rice sets up right down the middle. Here's pitch. Swing on and driven deep to the gap. And right center field. Going back is Judge. Looking up. It is gone. Vlad Guerrero, just like his dad, can go pole to pole, punishing a baseball. Home run for young Vladdy is 23rd, is 78th. Run batted in.
One of the things that a 1-2 pitch, and there were 2 strikes on that also. Vladdy, when we were there before, they were all talking about Vladdy hitting too many singles and not hitting enough home runs. And all of a sudden, he's got, 24 home runs. So
23 with this one. Boy, that's impressive. He's 3 for 3 tonight. That's some good work. Yeah, he was scuffling big time.
He
we were
really
there,
was.
July 21 last time we were there.
Yeah, he was getting an awful lot of singles, moving runners, sacrifice flies, but not those big home runs.
Here's Bo Bichette having a great year. Breaking ball for a strike. Yeah, Vladdy. Yeah, he had, when we last saw him on Monday, July 21, he had 13 home runs.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a hitter. Next pitch outside, 1-1 to Bichette, who's done some damage, and our RBI double and a sac fly tonight.
And I remember the Toronto media asking John Schneider about it and said he will. Right now he's, he was hitting, but, they expect power. And here it comes.
1-1 pitch, swinging a miss for the breaking ball. Signed that big $500 million, was it $500 million plus?
Yeah. Well, I think that's why people, were asking. You got that big contract and you're not hitting home runs.
Well, he is worth it. We knew, he wasn't going to fall off the face of the earth. That's for dang sure. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bichette. Swung on, popped up. Going back, Jazz in the right field, coming on Judge. Judge calling him off. No! Oh. I thought he called him off. Jazz kept coming, and then Judge at the last second saw that he kept coming, and it dropped in between. That's not good.
We'll see what happens here, and Jazz is and he was camped right underneath it, and then all of a sudden moved out of the way, and it looks like Jazz is calling it, and then he stops. I'm not sure. That was,
So a home run and a bloop single off the bat of Bichette. Here's Varsho, looks at a strike.
And Judge just put his arm around him and said, "That's my bad." Whoa.
Well, Jez looks up to
Very much.
Judge not only just vertically, but in everything that Judge is about. A lot of respect and love right there. Here's a breaking ball. Pretty good pitch to Varsho. 0-2. Dalton Varsho. Base hit to left, stolen base, and a run scored in the first. Since then, matter of fact, he was the first batter that Yarborough faced and struck him out on a 2-2 pitch. Ryan's got him 0-2 here. And left-hander kicks and deals. Breaking ball outside. 1-2. So home runs tonight by Vlad Jr. and for the Yankees, Carlos Stanton. 1-2. Here's a pitch from Yarbrough. Missed down low and away. Thought he had something there. 2-2. Alejandro Kirk's on deck. Blue Jays 4th in runs per game, number 1 in batting, 10th in home runs, number 1 team runners in scoring position at 288. Here's pitch swung on, hit to the right side. Jazz will field it on one hop. Will go to second for the lead runner, and that's all they'll get. So they get Bichette on a 4-6. Throws a Caballero at shortstop tonight. Fielder's choice for Varsho, 1 down.
Yeah, I like the way that Jazz didn't rush that at all. He wasn't sure how much time he had because, Bichette's quick, Varsho's quick.
There's Alejandro Kirk walking a ground out. Actually hit the liner off of Yarborough. Ricocheted to McMahon at third to throw him out. First pitch, down low, ball 1. I was watching highlights last week, and Kirk got his first big league stolen base, and after the game, walked off with that second base.
Did he really?
That was really cool. The teammates were really digging it. 1-0 pitch. Now, that might not sound like much, but he's 5'8", 245. And when you look at him, you're not thinking stolen base.
Right.
And why would you?
Well, he's
next pitch down.
He's probably watching everybody else and going, I want to do that too. And nobody's thinking he's going to, so of course it might work.
2-0 pitch. And there's a sweeper in there for strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kirk having a nice year. He is hitting at .298, 12 homers, 65 runs batted in. Going to use his timeout. Now he's back in. 5-1 Toronto here in the 5th. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch from Yarborough to Kirk. Here it comes. Swung on a hit foul right side.
So Vladimir Guerrero, 8 for his last 11, 2 homers, 2 doubles, and 4 RBIs.
Yarbrough waiting for Kirk to get back in there. Alejandro Kirk in his 6th year, 2-time All-Star, including this season. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. Strike 3. And there's 2 down. For Yarbrough, that's his 3rd K. There's 2 outs here in the Toronto top of the 5th. And it's going to bring up Nathan Lucas.
And by the way, as Katie Sharp just tells us, Vladimir Guerrero now has 16 home runs at Yankee Stadium. That's tied with Rafi Devers for the most by any player since the debut in 2019.
Wow. Breaking ball for strike to Nathan Lucas. 2-run single in the first, ground out to short a second time up.
And Rafi won't get to add to his total very much. Vladdy still will.
Oh, 1 pitch here. Throw over to first. Back with a dive is Varsho. Varsho stole a base in the first inning. He's 2 for 2 on the season. Varsho playing in just his 52nd game. 2 outs, runner at first. 5-1 Toronto. 0-1 here. And hit right to McMahon, and he smothers it. Gets up. Throws in time. Nice play by Ryan McMahon at third. He was in close. And that ball was smoked right at him. He had this quick react time to glove it, spin around, get up, and make the play. That's well done. A home run by Guerrero takes the Toronto lead to 5-1 as we move forward to the bottom of the fifth on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
New Jersey might be small, but there's a lot of wow packed into this little state. We got your down at the beach wows, your top of the mountain wows, your show-stopping wows, your cork-popping wows. New Jersey, it's one wow after another after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lot of wow.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You always hit a savings home run at Nielsen Dodge, where fun is in the driver's seat. Drive away today with 0 down payment or 0% financing available. You'll always score up to $1,500 overbook value for any trade. And everyone wins with the credit help you need. Here's our latest offer up to bat.
Lease a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4, just $299 a month.
At Nielsen Dodge, there are never any foul balls, just great deals on a vast selection of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams. Score big on Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at nielsendodge.com. Come see why. At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Drive into fall event.
With approval term 24 months, do it signed 38.
Bottom of the fourth was brought to you by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. 5-1 Toronto, bottom five. Here's the man who drove in the only run for the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton with a mammoth home run left center field. First pitch from Gosman. This is down and away. Ball one.
The Bet 365 real-time money line is now plus 650 for the Yankees, minus 1,100 for the Blue Jays. Powered by Bet 365. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
1-0 to Big G. Infield, straight up. Outfield, deep. Here's a breaking ball. Swing on, hit down a third. Foul ball. 1-1. Home run for Stanton, his 19th, RBI number 48 rather. Hit it 418 feet, 112 off the bat. 112.7. Hit a baseball. 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Top of the zone. I don't envy third baseman when he comes walking to the plate. Third base is tough enough. And then you got a guy that hits it like 1,000,000 miles an hour. You better have a lot of faith. I know Adrian Beltre did have a lot of faith in his hands. He could handle anything. Same with all the greats we've seen in the recent Ben Scott Rowland, Mike Schmidt, towards Brett and all those guys. Here's a 1-2. Pitch from Gosman. Swing and a miss. He went fishing. He was looking for something inside, and he got something outside. And didn't get close to it. A strikeout for Gosman, his fourth, one down here
and
in the fifth inning.
That's where he's just putting that 96-mile-an-hour fastball is on the other side of the box, and he tried to get at it. He saw it too late, figured where it was too late. That was not a strike. That was a good 8-9 inches outside. Kind of waved at it.
There's Jazz Chisholm. See how aggressive he is. He got called out on strikes last time up. And broken bat ground ball right to the second baseman Jimenez. A real quiet inning already.
Yeah,
two down. Gosman's in control here tonight.
This is as well as I've seen him pitch in a long time. Pitched well against the Yankees when they're in Toronto, but not like this. He's in total control here. Missed with one pitch to Stanton. That's the only hit, by the way, right?
That is correct. One run, one hit. Gosman 1-1 against the Yankees this year. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie struck out on a 2-2 pitch, and he swings and fouls one right side. Out of play. Two down here in the bottom of the fifth. 5 runs, 7 hits for Toronto. A run on 1 hit. A Stanton home run. Gosman back on July 1. I was right. It was Canada Day. He threw a heck of a ball game. 0-1 here to Goldschmidt. Pitch hit on the On the right side, the pitch was outside. 0-2, late swing. Gosman went 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks on that July 1 game. This is way better, not even close. Blue Jays won that game 12-5. Here he's got no walks. He's got 4 strikeouts and given up 1 run, 1 hit. Here's 0-2. Breaking ball swing on, hit to the left side. Bichette is right there.
Wow.
Gathers, steadies, throws, got him. 3 down. As Gosman, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 in a row retired. He is rolling. It's 5-1 Toronto. So we go to the 6th on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Whatever your cancer journey, there's one place in New Jersey where our discoveries become your care. You have access to advanced clinical trials thanks to our renowned scientists and multidisciplinary care teams at New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center, the one world-class cancer program that's close to home. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute. Let's beat cancer together. Visit rwjbh.org/beatcancer.
If you're tired of dealing with dummies every time you shop for a car, I get it. All the games they play, the back and forth, it's brutal. Well, the team over at Route 22 Toyota seem to have it figured out. They're real people who have made the entire process of buying a car simple and that smart. Plus, they're easy to get to, right on Route 22 in Hillside, New Jersey, and they're always on the money with incredible deals on their huge selection of new and used Toyota. So remember, if you're tired of dealing with dummies, get over to Route 22 Toyota and experience the smart way to buy your next vehicle.
Every pitch and every hit of Yankees baseball all season long will be heard from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on.
Hey, it's Sal Licata. Get your game on at Wind Creek Bethlehem. Play the hottest slots and table games, or go big in the poker room. Feel the thrill of live dealer stadium gaming. Try axe throwing or virtual golf. Dine at their classic steakhouse, chop house, or enjoy contemporary urban cuisine at Urban Table. Cap it off with cocktails and a stay at Wind Creek's AAA 4-Diamond Hotel. Play online anytime in the Wind Creek Casinoverse. Learn more at windcreekbethlehem.com. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
6th inning here at the stadium. Dave Sims, Susan Waldman, Matt Shortis, and company. Rick Roush and Emmanuel Babari. 5-1 Toronto, top 6. He's Ernie Clement, the lead off. So third baseman batting in the 8th spot in the order. Swings and pops one up. Judge coming in, who is right, and shallow right center field makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Yep, Judge in right field for the first time since July 25th.
Drive Around the League brought to you by Lero's Transportation Group, driving people who drive business. White Sox, wow, leading Detroit now 7-4. They're in the 7th inning. They're in Detroit. Colson Montgomery, remember we talked about him, going to be a big-time player, they think.
Ryan Yarborough, first pitch, breaking ball in there for strike to Andres Jimenez, is 0-2 tonight.
Colson Montgomery had his 18th homer, as did Andrew Benintendi. Baltimore, 1-0 lead over the Dodgers. Bottom of the 5th at Camden Yards.
0-1 hit right to Caballero. 2-hopper as he was just behind the bag. Easy play. And there's 2 away, and it speaks to Ryan Yarborough how effective he has been coming out of the bullpen after Schlittler won an inning and 2/3 of 5-hit 4-run ball.
Kansas City trying desperately to stay in this wild card race. They are ahead of Minnesota 2-1, bottom of the 5th. Tampa Bay is getting beaten up by Cleveland. It's 5-0 in the 4th. Jose Ramirez 2-run double.
There's George Springer back to the top of the order. Fouls went straight back.
You know, I was also looking Texas not far out either in back of that last wild card. It's a bunch of guys. Texas and Tampa Bay, believe it or not, and Kansas City not too far. You never know.
Rangers game and a half behind Seattle. Yep. KC 2, Rays 2, Cleveland 3.5. Here's 0-1. Off the end of the bat. Right side. Full George big time right there.
Only other final, Cubs beat Washington 11-5, and in Cincinnati, Mets are leading Cincinnati 5-4, bottom of the 7th.
George Springer DHing. 35 years old, out of New Britain, Connecticut, and the University of Connecticut. 0-2, and a pitch from Yarbrough, missed down low. 1-2.
You know, Texas, though, with what's happened to them just very recently. No Marcus Semien, no Corey Seager, no Nathan Eovaldi, and now no Adolis Garcia.
He went down too?
Today.
Because the Carter kid's out as well.
Evan Carter?
1-2 pitch, swing on. What happened to Garcia? I didn't see that one.
I don't remember this afternoon.
Oh, man. And they're still hanging in. That's remarkable.
Yes, they are.
And Eovaldi was having, he was going to get a lot of votes in the Cy Young.
Yeah.
2 out, nobody on. 1-2 pitch coming to George Springer, top of the 6th, 5-1 Toronto. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the 5th.
Oh, great.
Here's the pitch to Yarbrough, outside.
Grade 2 quad strain. Boy, that's
Garcia?
a bad one. Yep.
Ouch.
That's a bad one. That's not good.
I mean, that he is a huge contributor along with Semien and Seager. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, and a pitch. Swung on, bouncing ball, slow roller. McMahon charges at third, gloves, throws on the run, right on the money, got him. That kid can play third. Can't say it enough. They knew what they were doing when they brought him in. He's a good one. 1, 2, 3, go the Blue Jays in the 6th. When we come back, it'll be McMahon leading off, followed by Caballero and Grisham. 5-1 lead for Toronto on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit us at ThriveWellInfusion.com, saving lives drip by drip.
Before you begin your road trip, you need to ask yourself the important questions. Like, do you really need 5 full suitcases? How about your full-size volleyball net? And what if they don't have your favorite hot sauce in Idaho? Fortunately, the answers are here. With the new Kia Sportage X-Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. So go ahead, pack more. Bring the essentials and the not-so-essentials. It's up to you. Your adventure rolls on either way. The new 2026 Kia Sportage X-Pro with class-leading cargo space and second-row legroom. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second-row legroom and cargo space behind second-row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Step up to the plate this summer with Charles Tyrrett, proud menswear partner of the Yankees. While the Bronx Bombers bring the heat, you can stay cool in lightweight, breathable shirts with over 600 styles, including their famous white shirts with blue stripes. Score big at ctshirts.com. Get shirts for just $39.95 and save up to $89 each. Simply enter code DYNASTY during checkout at ctshirts.com to redeem your offer. For big league style and an all-star value, shop Charles Tyrrett. 5th was brought to you by Key Food and their family of supermarkets. Kevin Gausman's been on top of his game. The ball just got thrown back out onto the field. Gausman, 4 strikeouts, no walks, 1 run, 1 hit. The Stanton home run back in the 2nd, and he's retired the last 11 men that he's faced. A lot of ground balls. Ryan McMahon's going to lead off. He struck out his first at-bat. 8-9-1 coming up here for the Yankees. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. McMahon a strikeout on 3 pitches his first time up.
Need a pick-me-up that's as strong as the Yankees bullpen. Duncan's got your back with drinks that will have you running the bases in no time. Slide engine Duncan. Get energized for the game. The New York Yankees run on Duncan.
1-0 to McMahon. Check this swing, but it's a called strike by home plate umpire Alex McKay. Got Alan Porter, crew chief at first. Jim Wolf at second, and Tom Hanahan. We just saw him in Chicago last week. He's at third.
You know, and Gausman just going to throw his 59th pitch. He's been in total control.
Next pitch, slice foul, third base side out of play.
You know, the economy of pitches is so amazing what he has done. Strike 1, every single batter. McMahon in his last 8 games averages .346. You know, he's working so hard because no one wants to come here, and the first thing that happens is you don't hit, even if you are playing Gold Glove third base.
1-2 here to McMahon. The pitch, fastball away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caballero and Grisham to follow. Blue Jays 81-59, 3 games ahead of the Yankees in the American League East, 3.5 ahead of Boston. 2-2. Here's pitch. Breaking ball outside. Full count.
Well, maybe something going here if he can get on.
Field pulled around to the right. Varsho, the center fielder, shaded a little bit towards left center. 3-2 to McMahon. The pitch. Breaking ball, taken down low. First walk of the ball game by Gausman gets the Yankees going here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And right now, we'll take a pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for BT and South. Weekdays from 10 to 2. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
Looking for a little uprising here. Yankees down 5-1. Caballero at the dish. Third baseman Clement is even with the bag as he skies one, does Caballero to center field. A routine play for Varsho, one of the best center fielders in the game. Easy out, 1 down.
And Caballero knew it. He knew he got underneath it, and he just smacked his bat down.
Caballero retired on 1 pitch. He tried to bunt his way on, and Clement made a great play on him from third, back in the 3rd inning. Top of the order, here's Trent Grisham again. 0 for 2, a ground out the first and a pop out the third. Swings and skies one to center field. Another easy play for Varsho. To his right. Pretty deep, but not deep enough. He makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
You know, when he's able to put the ball exactly where he wants it, move it around from quadrant to quadrant, north and south, as well as the east and west that he's got, you can't barrel it up. You just can't. You get underneath it, you think you have it, and all of a sudden it's popped straight up in the air.
A quick 2 outs here is Ben Rice, 0 for 2, a ground out to second, and a pop up to short. Here's first pitch, swing on, bouncing ball to third. Clement in a shift, 2 hopper, throws over in time. And boy, I tell you what, that was one quiet 6th inning. Throws over in plenty of time. It's amazing to me that Gausman, as good as he looks tonight, his career mark is 110, 112. I find that amazing. I thought it would be significantly better.
A lot of it is Baltimore.
Be that as it may, I thought it would be a lot better. We go to the 7th inning. It's 5-1 Toronto on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G. He was in.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please pay responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
September baseball is here, and your local Acme Market is stocked and ready with the freshest meats and produce. It's the perfect time to fire up the grill, take in a game, and find out why the fun starts with Acme. This week at Acme, don't miss this digital deal. Get Gala Macintosh or Ginger Gold apples for only 99 cents per pound. Unlock hundreds of deals and get more for your shopping with Acme For You. Visit acmemarkets.com/4you or download the Acme mobile app to sign up and save today.
As much as I love to be, I'm the furthest thing from being a car guy. I feel like every time I take my car to the shop, be it a routine maintenance or repair, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage. That is, until I went to Meineke. See, Meineke is doing car care right. Meineke is total car care. Engines, brakes, tires, even oil changes. Meineke Car Care is your locally, independently owned one-stop shop for total car care. Visit Meineke.com for a location near you. That's Meineke.com to schedule your appointment today. Trust your key to Meineke, doing car care right.
For quality and an exceptional value, reach for Black Bear Meats, Cheeses, Franks, and Sausages. Perfect for lunch, the grill, and dinner planning. Delicious, made simple. Black Bear products are available exclusively at ShopRite.
Sixth inning hydration break sponsored by Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. 5-1 lead as we go top of the 7th. Toronto in front in game 1 of this 3-game set. Ryan Yarbrough has done yeoman work as the long man after Cam Schlittler went just an inning and 2/3.
And he does. He's terrific.
Here's first pitch of Barger, left-hand hitting outfielder.
And Mark Leiter warming up.
Once again tonight, being attendance 46,055. Was a sellout in the 19th of the season.
19th sellout of the season, 46,055.
1-0 here to Barger. Swings and dribbles it up the first base line. Backhanded by Yarbrough on the run. A close-in underhand toss to Goldschmidt from about 5 feet away. Makes the play.
Storage Post is your trusted self-storage solution. From climate control to top-notch security, we've got you covered. Official self-storage partner of the New York Yankees. You know, and Ryan Yarbrough has done this for years. When he was with Tampa, he opened, he was a bulk guy, he closed, he did late innings. He just pitches just like this. He's very, almost like Ramiro Mendoza when he just came in at any time and would go for innings and then close if you need him, or late if you need him, if had pitched every day.
There's young Vladimir Guerrero Jr., first pitch outside, ball one. He's having a day. Single run scored in the first. That was to left. Single to left in the second. Home run right center in the fifth. And so far, that's the only run given up by Yarbrough. Next pitch outside, 2-0. A home run by Vladdy, his 23rd, and his 78th run batted in. He's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Here's a pitch from Yarbrough. Way inside, ball 3.
Well, so
Vladdy second to Bo Bichette and RBIs on the Toronto Ball Club. Second to Springer in home runs. 3-0. And on the inside corner. In there for a strike.
This is some performance. He just got back. He's been out for a few months, and he just got back, and we're in the 7th inning. He came in the 2nd.
Very good work. 3-1 pitch. Pates the outside corner. Second time Vladdy thought he had ball 4. He was almost out of the batter circle, and he has to come on back.
He almost threw that bat and then just waved it in the air.
Well, that's second in just about every category for this ball club. One in our team stats. 3-2 pitch. Swing on. Bouncing ball to Caballero. Friendly second hop. Takes his time. Throws over to get Guerrero. Boy, I'm impressed how well he's running. That's not the same kid we saw a couple, 3 years ago. He can get up that line. 2 outs. And he scored from first back in the first inning. Quick 2 outs here in the 7th. There's Bo Bichette. He's having a nice night. First inning RBI single. Second inning sac fly. 5th inning single to right. Right-hand hitter. And first pitch down low, ball 1. We're in the 7th inning when we see the Yankees swing the bat. It'll be Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton, 3, 4, and 5. Here's the 1-0. Pitch from Yarbrough, line drive into right center field. Grisham goes to cut it off on the backhand and gets it back into the relay man. Jazz Chisholm. What a night for Bo Bichette. That ball is hit hard.
Yep. We have a double, 2 singles, and a sacrifice fly. And here comes Aaron Boone. He made it a long time. Ryan Yarbrough did. Here comes Aaron Boone. He's got his hands on his hip. Is he talking to him? He hasn't made a... Nope. We're getting very used to this now. Aaron Boone going in and say, can you finish it?
I like that. He's very reasonable. Hey, what you got? Hey, I'm good.
Right,
Let's do it.
Go get him.
I like it.
Right. He just had a close. That was really good camera work by Yes. They had the camera on Ryan as he saw the manager come out. And he just looked like, oh no. Threw his head back like, no.
These guys are uber competitors. Yeah. I get it. I understand it. I respect it. 5-1 Toronto, top 7. 5 runs on 8 hits. 1 run, 1 hit for the Yankees. They've only had 2 base runners. The run on the home run by Big G. Here's a swing and a miss by Varsho.
By the way, the Yankees have just run out of mound visits. And the scoreboard just went to a big 0.
So guess what, Ryan? You have got to finish it now, pal. 0-1. There's pitch. Well, swing on a foul back.
You can still
0-2.
You can still take him out. He can't come and talk to him anymore. So, or anybody else.
Oh, 2 here to Varsho. 1 for 3 tonight. Here's pitch. Swung on a below, popped up. Yarbrough coming over. It'll be Paulie calling everybody off with the 2-hand catch. He's such a pro. Nicely done in foul territory. That'll do it. We go bottom 7. It's 5-1 Toronto on WFAN. Yankees Radio driven by Jeep.
Hey everybody, Boomer Esiason here. As a quarterback, I had to make quick decisions. No time for slow. Now the same goes at home. When I'm streaming games and on a video call, I don't take slow for an answer. Why? Because I count on Optimum Fiber, the fastest, most reliable fiber internet in the tri-state. And with 99.9% network reliability, you can now stream, work, and game all at once. Switch today and get a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4OPTIMUM. Visit Optimum.com or your local Optimum store today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for all the details.
It's the bottom of the 9th, and wait a minute, there's a flood in the dugout?
Who tried to fix the pipes with chewing gum and hope? Call Roto-Rooter. Stat.
Our phone only calls the bullpen.
Bring in the closer.
Time to shut down that leak and get out of this jam.
And boom, the pros from Roto-Rooter saved the game.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Let's get moving with Centers Healthcare. Centers Healthcare has a different approach to care. Here, you rehab, relax, recover, and go home. Our state-of-the-art technology empowers your rehab journey with us. Healing from surgery now comes with amenities like Starbucks, smart TVs, and personalized recreation. At Centers Healthcare, what matters most is getting you back to the life you had. Visit centershealthcare.com today or call us at 800-305-9151. Centers Healthcare. We're not just care. We are care that moves you.
At Hand & Stone, you get what you really need. Fewer messages and more massages. Right now, with a special introductory offer of just $79.95, you can disconnect and experience a restorative massage or a rejuvenating facial. When the digital world has you drained, let licensed experts help restore you. With over 600 Hand & Stone locations nationwide, relief is always nearby. So press pause on the stress. Book your escape today at handandstone.com or just stop by your local spa.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or over cooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
While everyone is listening to the ball game, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure, whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects. ELEC and the Operating Engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
And the 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Hatfield. Elevate your grilling game with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins and taste victory with every bite. Visit simplyhatfield.com for recipes and put pork on your fork. Well, I saw the bullpen door open, Dave, and I got excited for a minute, but then Kevin Gossman came out of the dugout, so they were just talking out there. By the way, Emmanuel did some checking for me, and Gossman in Baltimore was 39-51, and since he's left Baltimore, he's 71-61.
Nice turnaround.
Yeah, well, that's why absolutely playing a bad team and go to some good teams, because he went to Atlanta.
I'm impressed looking at his numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, This could be the 9th time he gets through 7 innings.
Yeah.
He's gone 8 innings 3 times. Aaron Judge leads off here in the home 7th, 5-1 Toronto. And Gausman has been in control. First pitch, misses down low. Just 2 base runners for the Yankees. The home run by Big G's, Giancarlo Stanton, and a leadoff walk to Ryan McMahon in the 6th. That is it. He struck out 4.
And this is the first time I can remember in a while where he started off with ball 1.
And he bounces a breaking ball up there. So,
well,
2-0. Judge is 0 for 2. Couple of flies to right. Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton here in the 7th. Down 5-1. 5 runs on 8 hits for Toronto. Here's pitch. Front door breaking ball for strike 2-1. Meat of the order for the Yankees is coming up, presented by Chef IQ Sense Cooking Thermometer that pairs with your phone and ensures you never over or undercook your chicken, fish, or meat again. So buy one at chefiq.com. There's 2 on to the Yankee captain in right field today. Swing on, hit up the middle, base hit. The 3rd base runner, just the 2nd hit for the Yankees. A good start here. See if they can make something happen. They got a leadoff walk by McMahon in the 8th, and then quietly 2 easy fly balls to center field and a ground out to 3rd.
And Gausman will try and go for that grounder now, try and get their shift over a little bit, try and get 2 here. Make him turn his wrists over.
Here's Bellinger flat out to center and a soft line out to second baseman Jimenez. Left-hand hitter, first pitch. Breaking ball, missed down low.
See, this is first 2 batters. Ball 1, first time all night. So I don't see anybody getting well. If you're John Schneider, you know this who you're going to go to out there.
Well, we talked about their bad bullpen, and he's the stud tonight. 1-0. Here's the pitch to Belly, and missed inside ball 2. You may want to get somebody warmed up now. Giancarlo Stanton's on deck, and who's on deck? Brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Opportunity here. 2-0 to Bellinger. Judge at first. And a pitch. Swing on, and he emptied the tank with that swing. Swing a foul back. 2-1.
He's lost some velocity here. That was 93, that 4-seamer. Judge, by the way, now 11 for his last 33. That's 333. But losing a little velocity here, which kind of is important. Because then you don't see the difference between the fastball and the breaking pitches as much.
Field pulled around to the right, 2-1 with Judge at first. Varsho shading towards right center. He's the center fielder. 2-1 here to Bellinger. Gausman comes set, and the pitch. Fastball, strike 2 right there, right down the inside corner. Yankees back home after going 3-1 at the White Sox and 2-1 at Houston. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Bellinger. Gausman kicks and deals. Pitch, swing on, put in play right side. The third baseman cuts across, touches the bag at third, jumps in the air, throws over to first, not in time. Nice effort by Clement. And he got the force out himself at second. The ball was carrying him in that direction. It wasn't worth a toss. It's a good play.
And it was a really good play because there were a conundrum of 3 people right there. They didn't know what to do. He came over. Bichette was there. Jimenez was there. So he decided instead of throw it to one of them to take it himself. But Bellinger's much too fast anyway. He's lucky he didn't throw that away. I thought that was getting away.
1 out, 1 on, 7th inning. Here is Giancarlo Stanton, home run and a strikeout. Breaking ball way outside. He swung and missed on. And that was the strikeout. His first pitch here. Fastball away, ball 1.
Yep. This is. Well, I see stretching out there. I don't see anybody with a ball or throwing.
Here's 1-0 to Stanton. And a pitch. Breaking ball. Same pitch he struck out on last time. He took it that time for ball 2 as they checked down to Alan Porter, crew chief at first. He did not commit. Advantage Stanton up 2-0 in the count. Bellinger good speed at first. 5-1 Toronto here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Ooh, hanger. He got under it. Found it back into the screen. Well, if he had barreled that one. No telling how far it could have gone.
Slider stayed up. His eyes widened at that one.
2-1. Gosman set. Doesn't even look at Bellinger. Here's the pitch. Fastball swing on, hit the left field, a base hit. Tried a front door breaking ball, and he wasn't having it. Base hit for Stanton, his second hit tonight. Runners at first and second, one out for the Yankees as they tried to build a threat here, down 5-1 in the seventh.
And we're seeing, I'm looking out there, is John Schneider looking at Pete Walker, the pitching coach. What do we do? Well, there's movement in there. Boy, the last games or so, they've got an ERA of 6 out in that bullpen.
So right now, that circle of trust not real strong, is it?
Yeah. Well, he's trying, how much can I get out of this guy? He's starting to get on fumes. You can see it, because he was strike one, strike two, and now he's not anywhere near the plate.
Well, here's an opportunity for Jazz Chisholm and the Yankees. Jazz 0 for 2, strikeout looking, ground out to second. Crowd feeling something, and now time called. The home plate umpire's gone out.
Oh, we got a pitch com?
That's a good. Hey, it's a good time to fake it, at the very least. Well, hey, again, there you. Well, anybody home?
Well, it's very loud here.
And they're scrambling in the bullpen.
They really are.
Anthony Dominguez.
Sir Anthony Dominguez has had a bad time since he's come here.
And Brendan Little, left-handed.
Brendan Little we saw in Toronto. He was good then. Sir Anthony Dominguez came over to help, and
we're playing that sound of the bell from the Lackey theme.
Yeah.
To get everybody fired up, and it's working. Runners at first and second, one out. Yankees down 5-1 here at the stadium in the bottom of the seventh inning. Gosman checks the runner at second, comes to the plate, the pitch, hit down the first baseline, just foul by Jazz. Just foul. That would have scored Bellinger for sure. Strike one. Jazz 0 for 2 tonight, a career 0 for 12 against Gosman. Good time for a base knock.
Just a little too early. That was down. It was not a strike, but that's a pitch that Jazz can handle.
Very bright yellow, right shin guard for Jazz Chisholm tonight. 0-1. Here's pitch. Breaking ball, just missed. 1-1. So after having just 2 base runners through 6, Yankees have had 3 base runners here. 2 of them are on base right now here in the 7th inning. Paul Goldschmidt's on deck. 1-1 to Jazz. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Breaking ball really did him in back in the second inning.
That split. That strikeout. Swing and strikeout in the second inning.
It swung right over the top. Here's a 1-2. 1 out, 2 on. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. 5th strikeout for Gosman. That pitch had some rise to it. 2 down. And leave it up to Paul Goldschmidt. See if he can get at least 1 in here. Yankees trail these Blue Jays by 3 games in the American League East standings. Boston, their game to start up in the next half hour or so. They're at Arizona. Boston 3.5 back. Goldie strikeout on a broken bat strikeout. And a ground out to short. His pitch. His pitch down low, ball 1.
Each batter in this inning, not one of them has been strike 1. That's the part I think Schneider's probably praying that he can get through the 7th inning.
Big gap left center field. Couple of men aboard here for the Yankees. 1-0 to Goldschmidt. Pitch from Gosman. Breaking ball outside. 2-0. Judge started it with a single. The center erased on a fielder's choice. Then a base hit by Stanton, a strikeout Chisholm. And now you got 2 out, 2 on, and a 2-0 pitch to Goldie. Front door breaking ball just gets the inside corner for strike 2-1.
I think he was taking that one all the way. I think he just said to Alex McKay, "Are you sure?"
Clement, the third baseman, deep at third. And a step and a dive from the line. Here's the 2-1. Takes a long look at Bellinger, taking the pitch. Swung on. Oh, that was his pitch right there. Fouled it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yep. Pitch a little bit up and in, and he liked it and just got under it.
And that's the pitch that Reggie Jackson would say. You don't want your pitch going into the screen backwards.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 2-2 here. Terry Goldie, the pitch, swing on, and Maluk to our right. Goldschmidt using his timeout, steps out, steps back in. Ready to work. 2-2 the count with 2 out. 2 on, 5-1 Toronto. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, popped up right field. Easy play. Barger coming in. And that'll do it for the Yankees. They get no runs on 2 hits, no errors, leave 2. To the 8th inning we go. 5-1 Toronto on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
Listen. That's the sound of the fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. Dynamic drive and the quiet confidence of ultra-smooth handling. The elevated interior reminds you this is more than an EV. This is electric performance redefined. The fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Visit your Tri-State Audi dealer to test drive the fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron or head to AudiOffers.com for more information.
At Provident Bank, they realize that every stage in your business's growth has its own set of challenges. That's why no matter what stage or phase your business is in, they have products, services, and strategies to help you thrive. Manage your finances, reduce expenses, earn interest, and more. As leaders in lending and experts in local decision-making, they're the right size bank to support your business. Official partner of the Yankees Radio Network. Learn more at Provident.bank, member FDIC.
Are you or a loved one living with Crohn's, colitis, MS, rheumatoid arthritis, or a chronic health condition that requires IV medication? Check out ThriveWell Infusion. Say hello to state-of-the-art private luxury suites. ThriveWell Infusion understands that it can be stressful when receiving an infusion, but it doesn't have to be. At ThriveWell, you'll be provided with exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit us at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Power you can count on is important at the ballpark and on the road. For power you can count on, Exide batteries are available at Parts Authority Auto Parts Superstores, where the answer is yes.
Mark Leiter Jr. is going to take over on the mound for the Yankees. And he's going to face 6, 7, and 8 in the Toronto lineup. 5-1 lead for Toronto, the first-place team in the American League East. A tough night here. I know the guys got in super early this morning, 4:15 landing, and a lot of guys didn't get on till 6 o'clock. I'm not going to say that's the entire factor, but that has to be some kind of a factor in what we've seen here tonight.
And this team has 3 more of these in the next 2 weeks.
So Leiter to face Kirk, Lucas, and Clement. First pitch from Leiter and misses outside to the Toronto catcher, who's walked, grounded out, and struck out 0 for 2. Leiter, a right-hander, got the good split. And his pitch swung on and hit third base side. Chasing is McMahon, just out of his reach. Hits right above the camera well. 1-1. Five runs, 8 hits, no errors for Toronto. A run on 3 hits for the Yankees. Leiter's next pitch, breaking ball, checked down first. He did not go. We count 2 balls, 1 strike. Brian Yarbrough, very good job out of the pen to rescue Cam Schlittler, who didn't have it here tonight. 2-1. Here's pitch. Fastball down low from Leiter, 3-1. Schlittler, he started for the Yankees. He went an inning and 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Yarbrough comes in, goes 5 1/3 out of the pen, 3 hits, 1 run. Home run by a young Vladdy and 3 strikeouts. There's a pitch swung on and skied to right towards the line. Giving chase is Judge. He might have room. He does and just gets into the stands. 3-2.
About the third row back.
Blue Jays have won 2 in a row, 3 of the last 4. Won 2 out of 3 at Cincinnati. 2 days ago, won 13-9 again behind Shane Bieber. 3-2 here to Kirk. And a pitch swung on a hit foul, well out of play right side.
Tomorrow it'll be Luis Hill against Chris Bassett, and then on Sunday, Max Fried against Max Scherzer. It was supposed to be the other way around, but Scherzer had a bullpen yesterday and felt a little something in his back. Felt fine today, but they're going to give him an extra day.
3-2 pitch. Leiter just missed outside. Ball 4. So Leiter walks his first batter. And now he'll face left-hand hitting Nathan Lucas.
Now, you had mentioned Anthony Santander. He's been on the injured list with a dislocated shoulder since May 30th. And they're saying he could begin a rehab assignment on Tuesday. He's been gone all year, so you wonder how that can help. He hasn't played all year.
First pitch to Lucas. Fastball for a strike.
It was a pretty big free agent that they signed after Baltimore let him go.
44 home runs last year. Silver Slugger, 14th in MVP balloting. Next pitch swung on a miss by Lucas. 0-2. Infield pull to the right. This left-hand hitter. Nobody out, runner at first. And a pitch bounced up. Backhand attempt by Rice. Gets away to the back screen. Advancing to second is Alejandro Kirk. That's a wild pitch.
It's that split that sometimes goes straight down. See what that did? It straight down, but in the batter's box.
So runner in scoring position here for Toronto. That's not a good thing. They're number 1 in the major leagues in that category, batting at .288. 5-1 here, top of the 8th, Toronto in front. 1-2 from Leiter. Swing and a miss. Weak swing and a miss. He was fooled badly. And that's a strikeout as much needed. 1 down.
And that splitter against lefties is just so deadly. He's so much better against lefties than righties.
There's Ernie Clement, right-hand hitting third baseman, 0 for 3. Popped out the first. Comebacker to Yarbrough and a fly to right, 0 for 3. First pitch from Leiter. Breaking ball, swing on, hit down the left field line. That's trouble. Fair ball.
Wow.
Kirk scores easily from second. Digging for second. And now Belly having a hard time getting that ball. A throw to third, and they got him. They had a hard time digging it out. He came out throwing and threw to McMahon and got the headfirst diving Clement at third for out number 2. But a run does score.
He probably saw Bellinger in that corner because we lost him for a minute. And he's pretty quick, is Clement. But I guess he didn't count on that arm, and he's just, what did I do?
There was no need for 3. Yeah.
No. See, the ball got behind Bellinger. So that's probably what Clement saw.
Yeah, ricocheted and went past him. And he was meat at third. Just pick up an RBI. His 42nd. As Andres Jimenez steps in, and he looks at strike 1. So thrown out 7-5 for the second out. Scoring on the play, Kirk. Scored from second. Here's the 0-1. Now, 6-1 lead for Toronto with 9 hits. Next pitch misses away. Ball 1. 1-1. Jimenez came over from Cleveland. There's 1-1. Breaking ball that missed. Jimenez obtained in a trade from Cleveland, three-way deal in December. 26 years old out of Venezuela. He had his career with the Mets in 2020. Big league career. And with Cleveland, 21 to the 24 season. 2-1 here. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss.
I had that Lindor deal. He was an all-star for Cleveland.
Yep, in 2022 at 297 with 17 homers. Not a real big guy, 5'11", $161.
It's funny.
He can play. He's a good player. Good glove man, too.
I thought they were getting a really good second baseman was going to be there for a long time. Just not work out. Sometimes it doesn't.
2-2, 2 out, run in. All Toronto tonight. Here's next pitch. Missed down low. 3-2.
You know, he hasn't really hit here either.
And he comes in tonight, 219.
Yeah.
3 years ago, he had 297.
Yeah,
That's a big drop off.
Yeah, and you don't know what happens. Well, which is the fluke? The good year?
Sometimes it happens that way for sure. 2 out, nobody on, and a 3-2 pitch coming. Leiter trying to close out the 8th inning here. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Gaddy. Couple strikeouts for Leiter, gives up a run and a hit. We go bottom 8, 6-1 lead for the Toronto Blue Jays here on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
4 distinct all-electric Cadillacs. Some drive them for performance. Others drive them for the range. And some drive them because it's the only way to make an entrance. 3 different ways to turn every drive into an occasion. Whatever your reason, there's never been a better time to say, let's take the Cadillac. The all-electric Cadillac family of vehicles. Escalade IQ, Vistic, Optic, and Lyric. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer today.
RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute have opened the state's only freestanding cancer hospital, the Jack and Cheryl Morris Cancer Center. rwjbh.org/Morris Cancer.
Laborers Local 731 has been responsible for some of the biggest and most celebrated infrastructure projects in New York City, like the rebuild of the World Trade Center and the new LaGuardia Airport. Local 731 provides qualified and competent laborers to fill the demand that the construction industry not only requires but deserves. Its members and leadership have fought hard for wages and benefits that open the path to the middle class that every hardworking American deserves. Laborers Local 731. Feel the power.
Hey, baseball fans. Now at Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Puerto Rico. Discover the best mofongo. Post that perfect sunset on La Isla, and save big with Verizon while you do it. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line. See? Just $30 per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees, plus calls, text, and data in Puerto Rico included, so you can use your phone sin problema. Stop by your New York Verizon store today. For unlimited welcome in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
It's gone.
How about Kevin Gausman out there for the 8th inning? We did tell you that the bullpen has been problematic for Toronto, so you can understand it. And he also has a 6-1 lead. That builds right into it. But nonetheless, anymore in this day and age in baseball, seeing a guy pitch into the 8th inning is not an everyday happenstance. 6-1 lead as McMahon looks at a first pitch strike.
8th inning is sponsored by Local 3, IBEW, and Nika.
McMahon tonight, strikeout and a walk. One of the few base runners the Yankees have had tonight. 6-1 lead. Here's pitch outside. 1-1. So they had 2 base runners through 6. They had 3 more base runners in the 7th. Left 2 on in that frame.
Camilo Duvall is now warming up. Needs some work.
1-1 to McMahon. Fastball missed away. Down low. 2-1. Beautiful night here in New York. It's great to be back home. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit foul, left side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McMahon trying to ignite something here in the 8th. A run on 3 hits for the Yankees. 2-2. Breaking ball, swung on. Popped to right center. It's quite playable for Barger. to his right. He makes the catch. And there's one away. The loudest contact tonight from the Yankees was Stanton's home run. Yep. One out, second inning into the bullpen, left center field at 418 feet and 112.2 off the bat.
And I would think that Kevin Gausman said to John Snyder, I can give you 100. He's only at 93 pitches. I can't imagine him going more than this, but you know the managers where they want to win everything.
There's the first pitch to Caballero, just missed outside. Cabby tried to bunt his way on it, was thrown out. A very good play by third baseman Ernie Clement. Second time, an easy fly ball to center. Clement, step behind the bag and half a step from the line. Here's a breaking ball in there for strike. 1-1. Game summary brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything everywhere. It was all about the first inning, 3 runs, 4 hits. They got a run on 1 hit in the second, added a home run to Guerrero in the 5th, and an RBI double by Clement in the 8th. Bouncing ball left side. Clement to his left, gathers, throws over in time. The second time he's thrown out Caballero. 2 outs here in the 8th.
And what Gausman is doing, not striking people out, he's just using his infielders, using his outfielders, pitching to contact. Keeps you in longer. And he's not even, in the 8th inning, he's not even at 100 pitches yet.
Trent Grisham, top of the order. Begins the 4th time through. Trent 0 for 3. Ground out the first. Pop out the third. Fly to center. Left-hand hitter. First pitch fastball outside.
The 8th inning is sponsored by Local 3 IBEW and NICA.
(1-0) here to Trent Grisham. Here's pitch. Down and in. Ball 2. Bottom of the 8th, a 6-1 Toronto lead in front of the 19th sellout here at the stadium this season, and it's been quiet for pretty much the entire evening. 2-0. And he fouled it back. 2 balls, 1 strike.
So you have a pitcher like Gausman, and the manager can relax a little bit.
A lot of it. Yeah. Boy, when Danny was talking to you about their bullpen, it was amazing hearing the parallels.
It's the same thing. Watching. It's like looking in a mirror, right?
2-1. This pitch to Grish, swung on line, driving to right field. That'll work. That'll get down. Dalton Varsho cuts it off the center field and gets it back in. But just the 4th hit by the Yankees. 2 out, 1 on, and it brings up Ben Rice. So another base hit for Trent Grisham. Fabulous year he's having. Ben Rice, 0 for 3. First pitch. Breaking ball down low, ball 1. Next pitch to Ben on the inside corner. 1-1.
Playing for Sam is still throwing out. The velocity's down a bit. 94, 93, 94 instead of 95, 96. It's a difference. But he's hitting spots still.
1-1. And the pitch. Got the fastball in there for strike 1 and 2. Command has been outstanding. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and at one point he retired 11 consecutive hitters. Through 6, he limited the Yankees to 2 base runners. And 2 pitch. Breaking ball, just got a piece.
Went down on one knee on that one. Still got that splitter working down on the ground. Wow.
One and 2, 2 out, runner at first. 6-1, Toronto, bottom 8. Here's pitch. Swing on, hit to the left side. Clement, easy play. Third baseman in the shift. He throws over to Guerrero in time for the out. That'll do it for the Yankees. To the ninth we go. Toronto leads 6-1. Here in WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Nielsen Dodge's big savings on new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams. Hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover or online at nielsendodge.com. Drive into fall event.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time, like car wash. Right now, you can save 20% on the Armor All Complete Car Wash Kit. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
New York, you never fail to amaze us. Con Edison provides the power, but you make it powerful. We're modernizing the grid, providing incentives for energy efficiency upgrades, and helping grow the green workforce. That's energy for every day. Con Edison.
It's late, you're hungry, you can't decide whether to stay out or go home and order Wendy's delivery. But one thing is clear, it's a Baconate late kind of night. I mean, 6 strips of Applewood smoked bacon on a juicy double cheeseburger made fresh for you? How could you not? A Baconator is the perfect way to hit the spot before hitting up the next spot, even if the next spot is your bed. No judgment, it is late, but not too late to Baconate. That's what delivery's for. Gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later. Delivery and hours may vary by location.
Yankees fans, score big with the official New York Yankees MasterCard credit card. You can use it to earn up to 5% back on purchases at Yankee Stadium. Apply now and learn how to earn 4 free Yankees tickets. Visit Yankees.com/Pinstripe Rewards today.
Miller Duvall takes over on the mound for the Yankees. And after the game, stay tuned for the post-game show with Emmanuel Barbari, powered by Verizon, with the latest deals drop into your local Verizon store.
And if nothing else, he needs the work.
A good time for it. Why not? Face the top of the order. And he'll get tested here with Springer, Barger, and Guerrero. Six runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Toronto. A run on 4 hits. The only run, Stanton home run, second inning. First pitch, line drive, left field deep, backing up Bellinger, and reaches up and makes the catch. Such a good outfielder. So good. Springer gave it a really good charge there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Let's see where that is. Bellinger is such a pleasure to watch. He's got that left hand out, kind of knows where the wall is, just in case he's closer than he thought he was. He wasn't, but he had that left hand in back of him dragging, so in case he was there, he would feel that wall. Because
The 1 pitch, 1 out brings up Addison Barger.
That was a dangerous pitch. Boy, he didn't miss it by much.
Barger 0 for 3 with a walk. Left-hand hitter, deep in the box, open stance. And he swings and pops a mile-high pop-up right side. Goldschmidt's under it in foul territory. Stand with it, and he makes the catch. Half a step on the warning track on the first base side, so 2 down. Wind, light breeze. Nothing like some of the wind we've seen over the course of the season. A quick 2 outs. Here's Vlad Guerrero Jr. He's had a big night. Hit the ball hard. Single to left, run scored in the first. Single to left in the second. Home run right center in the 5th. 3 for 4. Last time he grounded out to Caballero at second. Umpire is going out to talk to Alex McKay, going out to talk to Duvall. I don't think Duvall understands but so much English, so I don't know how fruitful this is going to be. You know, Aaron Boone coming out. And Boone will cross the first base line. Alex McKay said something to him, and whatever it was, he was good with it and returns to the dugout. Quick 2 outs. And looking at the home ninth, Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton for the Yankees. Righty on righty. This is a good matchup right here. Duvall throws hard. First pitch, fastball inside corner to Young Guerrero for a strike. 0-1. Vladdy with an RBI. 2 RBI tonight for Bo Bichette, 2 for Nathan Lucas, and 1 for Ernie Clement. 0-1. And a breaking ball, swing and a miss. Way out in front. He was sitting dead red. A little slider in there. Oh, 2-2 out. And here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. The fastball actually looked like a cutter at 99. Getting it at 4:15 definitely is a factor, but Kevin Gausman was very, very good here tonight pitching for Toronto. 0-2, breaking ball, swung on, hit left side. In the left field, a base hit for Vladdy Guerrero Jr. My goodness. 4 for 5 night. A home run went to right center. The 3 singles went to the pull side, left field. You almost need to, the way he's swinging it right now, you almost need to put the third baseman and the shortstop in the 6-hole darn near together, because the ball, all 3 of them went. There's Bichette. He's had a good night. 3 for 3, sac fly, 2 runs batted in. Here's pitch. First pitch outside. Ball 1. 2 out, top 9, all Toronto. Toronto has already won the season series 7-3. Here comes the 1-0. And a pitch. Fastball. It gets away from Rice to his left. And easing on down to second base is Guerrero. Well, it's been a lackluster night. The pass ball to Ben. Well, hopefully everybody, I'm not leaning on this as an excuse, but hopefully tonight everybody will get a very good night of sleep before tomorrow's afternoon tilt. 2-0 pitch here to Bichette. Breaking ball missed down low. 3-0. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Blue Jays. A run on 4 hits for the Yankees. The ball trying to get out of this frame here and missed badly outside. Ball 4. So runners at first and second. So a free pass, and here's Dalton Varsho, left-hand hitter. Varsho, base hit to left, stole a base in the first, and came around to score. Since then, a strikeout, reached on a fielder's choice, and fouled out to Goldschmidt at first. Left-hand hitter, first pitch, way outside. Pulled foul, broke a bat right into the screen down the first base line. 1-2. Hamstring strain. He was on the IL from June 1 to July 30. April 25th was the last time we had Toronto here at the stadium. And as I look back on the board, he was out of action then. Here's 1-2. Next pitch. Breaking ball swinging. Hammered to right. Judge will not get that one. Goes to the warning track up against the fence. Scoring is Guerrero Jr. to third Bichette. RBI double Varsho. 7-1 Toronto here in the ninth. And that's his 10th double, RBI number 47. Blue Jays really putting it on the Yankees here tonight. Going first to third is Bichette. So now you got 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And here's Alejandro Kirk. Walked twice, 0 for 2. First pitch outside, ball 1.
You know, Dave, you were talking about Dalton Varsho, and you watch him, and when he's out in the outfield, he plays with such reckless abandon, which is why he tumbles, he goes into walls. He's hurt his back, he pulls quads, because he plays such a great outfield, but it's kind of reckless abandon.
Here's the 1-0. Pitch swing on, hit left side, McMahon gloves, steadies, throws over in time to get Kirk. And that'll do it. Another run on the board for the Blue Jays. A run on 2 hits. No errors. There was a pass ball. 2 men left. Last ups here for the Yankees. Blue Jays 7-1 lead here at the stadium on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum, and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get it Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
This broadcast is fueled by Citgo. Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up.
Attention Long Island, Millennium Honda and the new Babylon Honda are teaming up to bring you some hot Labor Day deals this summer. Whether in Nassau or Suffolk County, they've got one of the largest new and pre-owned inventories on Long Island. More choices, more savings, and some of the best prices you'll find anywhere. Lease a 25 Civic Hatchback Sport, only $187 a month. Or new 25 HRV Sport all-wheel drive, only $177 a month. Visit BabylonHonda.com or MillenniumHonda.com. 39 months, $29.95 down plus bank, destination, tax and tax with $730 plus credit. $5K, $0 security. Start spreading the news. There's nothing more iconic than a New York Yankees game, except for maybe the taste of King's Hawaiian, a proud sponsor of the New York Yankees. Add irresistible flavor to every inning with King's Hawaiian Sliders, the all-star of any game day lineup. Now King's Hawaiian is bringing you a chance to win New York Yankees tickets and more by visiting SlideForSliders.com. No purchase necessary. Subject to official rules. Visit SlideForSliders.com for details. Your Yankees game day just got a whole lot tastier thanks to King's Hawaiian, proud sponsor of the New York Yankees.
Aaron Judge going to lead things off here for the Yankees. Bottom of the ninth, they're down big, 7-1 to the Toronto Blue Jays. And it has not been pretty here tonight. A little, listless. I mean, let's be honest. Got in at 4:15. And you also got to give credit to Kevin Gausman, who was outstanding tonight, the starter for the Blue Jays. Right-hander Braden Fisher takes over on the mound. So he's going to face Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton here, bottom 9. Braden Fisher, right-hander, short armor, and first pitch fastball. This is inside, ball 1.
Decent fastball, 95-96.
Fisher 6'4", $180. Breaking ball up top, not close. It's out of League City, Texas. Dodgers 4th-round pick back in 2018.
And you're not out of it.
He's a rookie.
Not out of it with this bullpen. He was pretty good when we saw him when we were in Toronto.
4-0 with a 3.03 ERA his pitch. Gets outside corner for strike. 2-1. Judge tonight 1 for 3 with a single to center. Checked his swing. No, he didn't, says Alan Porter, the umpire, crew chief at first base. Count goes to 2-2.
And throwing backed up that slider with another slider.
Fisher, right-hander's all set. Here's 2-2. Pitch outside. 3-2. Only run for the Yankees. A Stanton home run, second inning. They've got a run on 4 hits. Toronto 7 runs, 11 hits. Pitch to Judge. And he walks on a 3-2 pitch. A breaking ball would miss. So Judge is aboard. Second time. There's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 tonight. Left-hand hitter. And first pitch. Fisher swung on and hit foul behind home plate. Fisher getting set on the mound. Infield pulled around to the right. 0-1 here to Bellinger. Not holding Judge at first. And a pitch swung on, popped out. Infield. Bichette, shortstop. To the left of the bag, makes a one-hand catch. And away.
Tomorrow, Luis Hill. Chris Bassett with that array of pitches. Kind of like Max Fried from the other side.
Yeah, right-hander. Yeah, he does the same thing. Calls his own game with that pitch count.
And has a bunch of pitches.
He likes to get deep in a ball game. There's a big 9 curveball right there. 12-6 curveball in there for a strike. Stanton's got 2 of the Yankee 4 hits. Got a base hit to left in the 7th inning. Takes a fastball for strike 0-2.
Well,
the G is homered, struck out, and single to left.
You know, I think with Gossman, since he was throwing strike 1, you put no pressure on him because you can't wait him out because he's throwing strikes.
0-2. Weak ground ball hits the shortstop. Running in, Bichette throws a second for 1 over the first. Double play. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your ball game. And the Toronto Blue Jays have beaten the Yankees 7-1. It's the 8th time in 11 games they've beaten the Yankees. Those were listless tonight. Understandable. 4:15 arrival from Houston last night. Nonetheless, you still got to give a lot of credit to Kevin Gausman, who was really good. And they swung the bat. They came in a day. They had a full day rest after coming in from Cincinnati. Bichette knocked in 2 runs. Guerrero knocked in an RBI, 2 for Lucas, and 1 for Ernie Clement, along with the fine pitching of Kevin Gausman. More numbers coming